Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 7 Days. It's a very nice day, isn't it? Jesus. Let me have a think. What were we actually doing? Oh, yes. We are building... Where the hell's the ladders gone? Good start, mate. Arakan wanted lots of steel, didn't he? But we're getting low on clay. Well, I'll tell you what, should we just cut down on... We've got to sort this mess out up here. It's fucking awful up here, isn't it? I mean, the amount of things you need now. I mean, this'll enable us to produce fuel, right? I think Arakan's got a biogas. Yeah, he has, look. He's got a biogas digester up there. We've already got 9 gas cylinders, look. Okay. For tomorrow's stream, I will definitely add the bricks in. Alright. So I think tomorrow we're actually going to like revamp the whole base. I think I've got to the point now where I'd like to start doing that. Let's finish up the horde place. To be honest, I had a really good horde. Day 42 horde. I felt that went well. It just goes to show you don't have to have a fancy horde base, do you? It kind of worked quite nicely. Puppy dog reloaded. Hello, Avalanche. How you doing, mate? Hey, how's it going? How are you? Hello, Grimmy Grim, and hello, Edward the Uber German. How you doing, bro? I'm just going to repair my... I'm down... Oh, God, I'm down to 22 arrows, look. Not good, sir. Not good. That shouldn't be in there, should it? Don't seem to have... any steel. Oh, people are putting things in different places, look. That shouldn't be in there, should it? That should one above it, right? We've got wood, we've got concrete, we've got a shovel. I'm almost tempted to pop a pill. In fact, I'm going to. No, we can't afford to. We're really, really low on med stuff, aren't we? You're right, James. How you doing, mate? It's all right, thanks, Edward. Yeah, we have quite a nice stream earlier. Whoa, what the hell, Racker? My God, sir. What's that? Is that my phone going? Oh my God, it's all kicking off now. How you doing, Wrecker? How's things, fella? Tell you what, the phone has not stopped for about the last 25 minutes. I'm just sick and tired. Oh, what the hell? Whoa, what the hell, piggy? Don't just keep ringing me over and over. That's just plain rude, isn't it? Right, let's go and throw that lot back in there. I have to go make a quick phone call, guys. This tends to happen when we come back on after around 3 o'clock normal end time. People don't obey the rules. Oh no, hang on, sorry. What's that, Sandy Pants? Oh, I don't know. You know what? The inventory management is as much a part of the game as is shooting zombies in the face, mate. I actually quite like it. I think when you've got a reasonable inventory management system up and running, it actually makes the game quite pleasurable. It's almost like that, you know, in Skyrim, for example, where you end up in that kind of loop of just looting everything because you never know if it might be useful. I think in this, like, everything you pick up is useful. And I think by having a good inventory management system, you always feel like picking something up is worth taking home. I kind of like... We actually lost the chest, I think, earlier this week, didn't we? We'd not turned the server off, and someone had obviously stayed on for a little bit, probably doing something really important around here. But it meant a zombie had got up the top here, well, in the middle section, and it actually smashed like a load of our chests. Well, 2 chests. It's amazing how frustrating that is when you know you've lost something. Still at work, are you, James? Wow, you'll be home soon, mate. Hello, little strange cloud. Hello, Wentex. Yeah, I literally just got back, mate. Just literally just got back. In fact, oh, look, I was just saying about how we hardly got any paracetamol. Very little healing, and found some. 2, in fact. Go and have a look at this Grumbodian death tunnel complex. See if we can finish that up, and then hopefully it will be. It won't be ready for the next horde. To be honest, it just won't be. Well, it will be ready, but we won't. We're just not gonna have the ammo. Might try and get the lighting done. I'm thinking sort of spotlights aimed down the tunnel, but I'm not sure whether to have them pointed towards us so we kind of see the shadow of the zombies, or whether or not to have kind of mounted centrally pointing down the shafts. Not sure which way to go with that, really. Is that just wet concrete, or is that... No, it's not. It's not been solidified yet, has it? You lost the missus to Stardew Valley. I'd celebrate that if I were you, mate. Isn't that a good thing? Yeah, nip down the pub, mate. She'll be that ensconced with Stardew. She won't be moaning about doing the garden or, you know, decorating the bedroom or anything like that, mate. If there's any DLC or anything, just keep buying it, mate. You're onto a winner there, son. Just in time. Got lost. That's not a bad thing. I got lost in Sim Airport. It's a cross between Prison Architect and Airport Tycoon. How long it will be before EA sue them? Sim Air. Well, it's actually called Sim Airport. Is that what they've actually called it? Right. I mean, I didn't bring any bloody rebar for a start. Flipping hellfire. I've got to dig all this out. There's no doubt about that. That has to happen. So should we just crack on with it? Let's just do it. Let's not worry about it. Let's just crack the hell on. The problem we're going to have is 2 exploding police zombies will essentially destroy everything, won't they?
Stream has been up for 6 minutes, 33 seconds.
So they've actually, it's the 9 times out of 10, you know, it's the name that will get them done, isn't it? They'd be mad to go down the route of calling it Sim anything, I think. Your boss heard you and Adam moan. Well, you shouldn't be watching Twitch at work, Wrecker. Come on now. What are you like, mate? Twitch at work. What's the world coming to, mate? Yeah, well, we don't normally stream of evenings, typically, Edward. But I'm trying to get Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays as a stream evening, as well as the daytime streams. But the problem, it's just been, I've been so busy the last couple of weeks, mate. It's just been really difficult. So I know I didn't get a chance to get on yesterday, obviously. So I thought we'll try and get tonight and tomorrow in. That's 2 of the 3 evening sessions, isn't it? We'll get there. I'm hidden between spreadsheets, my god. It's like true love, Wentex. I don't think anyone's said anything so nice as that to me for a long time, mate. I'm nestled between your spreadsheets. You alright, Bethany? How you doing? I thought you'd gone to bed, mate. You alright, chicks? Nothing if you can get away with it, Blue Atlanta. We were actually saying not so long back, weren't we, about how it seems to be perfectly acceptable to watch Twitch at work in a lot of office environments or even non-office environments. It depends on what you do, I suppose. But I think it always struck me as a strange thing to allow. But actually, when you think about it, I suppose there's plenty of offices that let you listen to your iPod or whatever it's going to be, bit of music. I suppose there's no real difference. I suppose as long as productivity is maintained, it doesn't really make any difference, does it? Bit of goodwill in the workplace. That's it, Water Lily. Bit of Twitch, yeah. Bit of morale boosting for the local team. I'll let you watch Twitch. Just get the fuck on with the work, yeah. Is there Red Bull in Starvation mod? No. No. None of that nonsense. DPD, yeah, we've got a great DPD driver, Mark, currently. He's really good, mate. He's absolutely just brilliant. I used to really bloody dread getting anything from DPD. That was at the last house. They were so completely just erratic in their delivery time. I nearly always get the exact same slot with DPD these days. Since we moved house. I'm just using Starvation, Grummy Grim. Just literally completely vanilla Starvation, if that makes sense. I've not even added in any recipes or anything this time around. We are going to add a few in, but I don't call that modding, to be honest. Adding a recipe here or a block there is not really modding. It's just, an XML twiddle in it. It's not really, can't really justify it in that sense. I was saying earlier, I've been tinkering around with SDX in the background. I just find the new compiler, I don't know, it just doesn't seem reliable. I don't know whether it's something I'm doing my end, but... So sometimes things seem to compile A-OK, and other times it doesn't. It's just really weird. I can't put my finger on it. It might be me doing something really stupid. Sometimes you get a bit of tunnel vision, don't you? Perry from DPD. What was that show that Harry Enfield did? That had someone called Perry in it, didn't it? Have I played Ark yet? Yeah, we played the shit out of it for about 4 months, dude. Yeah, we've been playing it. Well, we were playing it like literally 7 days a week for 7-8 hours a day, mate, or thereabouts. I literally came back to 7 days to die. Last weekend? Yeah, about 7 days ago, about a week ago. Kevin and Perry, that was it, yeah. You're right, Alex. Yeah, I really like Ark. Performance isn't too bad, my end. There's definitely an issue with lighting on our server. But I'm not sure whether that might be something to do with the S Plus mod. I just don't know, but... As long as I'm out and about, I get a really good performance. Whoa,
$57 donation received from Blue Atlanta. Do it all for the Simpsy.
Do it all for the Simpsy. Blue, thank you so much, dude. Flipping out, mate. Thank you very, very much, bro. Top banana, mate. Top banana, geezer. We do all the things for Simpsy, mate. Technically, this is called the Simpsy Show. We've just not got around to changing the channel name yet. Thank you so much, Blue. Thank you so much, mate. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll buy her a nice big cake. What about that? One of them big special fancy pants cheesecakes. Oh, thanks very much, Blue. Cheers, bro. Thank you very much, mate. Nice to see you again as well, dude. If a guy named Paul is your driver... no, it's Mark. I'm sure it's Mark. No, it is. It's Mark, yeah. We used to have Gary, and I think now it's Mark. He's a nice guy, actually. He's a really nice guy. He's not one of those ones that's going to lob like all your computer equipment over the fence in the pissing down rain or anything, you know what I mean? Thank you very much, Blue. Seriously, man. That's extraordinarily generous. That is really generous indeed, mate. Thank you very, very much, bro. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to go and... I'm going to have to go make a phone call in a minute. We'll get another 10 minutes and then we'll grab a drink. It's like, clearly people can't function without me today, so... You want a mini bike, James? Yeah, I reckon we can knock you up a mini bike, dude. I could come and deliver it if you want. Thank you very much, Blue. Cheers, bro. You alright, Fortune? Hello, Alex. Alex Stam. Just trying to think about the lighting. I mean, we could do something. I think you can rotate them at a 45-degree angle, can't you? So, for example, we could put one, say, in here. We could knock this one out and make this a ramp, and then put a spotlight in there angled down there, and the same on that side. So we'd need 2, 4, 6, 8. We could try that. Well, we'll try it. We'll try that. I know it's a bit of a pain in the bum knocking the. Let me just get rid of that. Not knocking the concrete out, but. It delivers to your Bennett's. What's Bennett's, mate? Still at the Red Mazer. Yeah, okay. Are these all worms that I'm missing? They are, aren't they? How come I'm dropping them if I've actually got room to pick them up? What are we building? It's sort of like a all your eggs in one basket, kind of stand your ground and murder zombies as fast as you can. Sort of death tunnel, I suppose. I'm extremely concerned with the length of the tunnels. I mean, you are going to have seconds before they hit any sort of deterrent, whether it be a spike or barbed wire. But what are these? These are 17 long, aren't they? So I mean, let's just say what was it? 7 across. So it's nearly 140. It's 120, 243. So we're probably talking about another 500-ish. Concrete blocks, aren't we? Bennett's is an auto car parts store I work at. Oh, I see. Oh, you actually get them to deliver to your work address, do you? Or is it work-related stuff? I'm quite concerned about the length of Wentex, but we'll talk about that later, yeah? It is. We got to take into account the width and the length, Blue. It's all about the ratio, mate. My eyes are killing me today. I noticed it when I got back in earlier. They're like super, super dry and itchy. I don't typically suffer from like hay fever or anything, but I've noticed it last year and the year before. Around this time of year, they do get like a little bit. You know, that's that slight irritability, or almost like a little bit warmer. Not like fiery hot, but can you actually get hay fever? You know, if you've never had it in your life, can you suddenly start getting it? I bet you can, can't you? Maybe it's just like really high pollen counts or something. So maybe I've just never noticed it before, but I suppose I live in a different place now, don't I? No, I've not got aircon or anything like that. No, I don't like that sort of stuff, mate. For that exact reason, I find it dries my eyes out extremely quickly. Don't like breezy air rushing past me. I'll tell you what it could be, to be honest. It could be because of the sewer issue, couldn't it? It could just be that smell, that odour. Like fucking red eye, mate. Oh, God. They're thinking about it, is it? Let's get rid of that. No, they haven't turned up yet, Wentex. No, they bloody haven't, mate. I've actually got. I'm actually in a queue at the minute on like their website. I'm just keeping an eye on it now. If I actually get in touch with a customer service representative, I'll have to have a very brief natter with them. I was on there yesterday as well, and like they ask you a question and you type in your response, and they normally come back to you about 5 minutes later. So it's not like you're even going to notice that I'm doing it. Hopefully. They're not exactly quick with their responses. I think they probably have like about 20 conversations going simultaneously, don't they? There's what is your address? And then come back to you about 10 minutes after you've told them. I think it could be, you know, that's what I'm worried about, chicks. Do you reckon it could be, mate? Let's just stick with the theory that it's the high pollen count, all right? And let's keep Grum happy. You bloody can. I never had it, and as soon as I moved here in South Australia, I have it. I blame Australia for your hay. Oh, you get hay fever as well, Grummy Grim. Oh, shit, dude. Well, let's hope it's that. I mean, not that I want that, but I don't have anything like that. I don't have asthma. I don't have hay fever. I don't get eczema. My brother has really bad psoriasis. I don't get anything like that, to be honest. I guess hay fever is one of those things maybe you grow into. Lovely. What a great thought. There's all sorts of things you can get. Is it antihistamines that hay fever sufferers have? Is that right? Aren't antihistamines essentially just like anti-inflammatory? I'm getting confused now. Right, let's what have we got going on here? Organics. Oh, sugar. No. Keep all that. Cash can go in there. Right, organics and food. It's kind of weird, actually. It's at the start of, or when we were playing Starvation last time, we were always saying that the new changes to farming were essentially going to make the game like really, really difficult because it's so hard to get crops to grow now. And actually, I've not even really thought about the farm. I've mentioned it a few times, but we really have no need to do a farm, do we? I mean, obviously, it's having a huge impact with the rate at which I'm gaining wellness. Normally, I'd have much higher wellness by now, but it's far from essential. Let's try and get a few hit points, mate. Oh, God, let me get this, guys. Right, back. God damn, I'm gonna have to have a flurry of phone calls, I'm afraid. Sandy Pants, any reason why you use the regular chest instead of the lame? Oh, you're talking about these fucking things, because these look like the lamest piece of shit I've ever seen in a game ever. That's why, mate. I fucking detest them. What are they even called? I know one's called supply, right? Right. What are they? I never use them, so I don't even know what they're called. Are they crates or storage or containers? What are they actually called? Your one's called a supply tank. One's food, isn't it? Storage, they're called. I fucking detest these. I hate everything about them, mate. They are literally like one of the worst blocks in the game. I literally despise everything about them. They remain one of the blocks that has no place in this game for me, and that's why I always use these, because they actually look like they belong in the game, so these like completely just like crappy textured, day glow coloured pieces of crap. That's why, mate. And they don't serve you. There's not enough variation in them either. If you're going to go down that route, I'd rather just use the signs, you see. So I'd rather use like a decent sized box with a sign if I really want to go down that route. Right, let me go and get a load of rebar knocked up. So there's only like 6 types of boxes, so it wouldn't serve me anyway. I mean, I run with a minimum of 10 boxes. It's technically 15 boxes I use for my storage. Depends on what point I am in the game. I can hear bloody zombies again. Shh, I can. God damn it. We've not even got forges lit. They are taking the biscuit, sir. They are taking the bloody biscuit. Do you want me to tell you the real story behind it, Big K? Did you feel I wasn't passionate enough about that response there? Oh, you've got to be yanking my chain, mate. Are you taking the piss? We're doomed, mate. We are literally doomed. Have we got any backup? Like base? Oh my god, I can't hit shit. I'll tell you what, if there's a Daphne in that lot, we've had it, mate. We are mullered. Muller fruit cornered, dude. You're right, Critic. How you doing, mate? Oh, come on, hitboxes. I mean, forgive the dodgy aim, but at least try. I swear I thought I could hear the phone going again. Man. Where do you think you're going? So this is going to go south very quickly, isn't it? God damn it, zombies. Come on, get out of here. Got hit with a wandering horde like 2 minutes before nightfall. Oh, there's even more coming in. Look, you can see them coming across there, look. Oh, really? I hope that's the last of them. I'm about to have a major problem, aren't I? Like a major freaking problem. Do you reckon shotty or? You're not down, are you, woman? Oh my god. How are we doing? Oh, nice recovery, mate. Bit low on the old. There's still a light over there. I don't know what the hell it is. All right, well defended. Well defended. That could have got horribly nasty, couldn't it? We might have had to have retreated out of the base. I need that door. I really need that door on. He got completely mullered earlier today, didn't it? Oh, sorry, Sean. Didn't see the drag race, mate. Yeah, there's a few things. I mean, Joe's side, Sandy Pants. There's a few blocks in the game that I just don't like. I just feel like they're. I mean, essentially, they are archived blocks from right back in the day, really, mate. And they've just been left in the game because a lot of people do like them. You know. I think with the advent of signs, I'd like to see them go. You know, if it meant freeing up blocks and you know, freeing up some texture memory. I don't think they really have a place anymore. But a lot of people like them, so As long as it's not affecting the game from a performance issue with it, you know, textures that we don't need from my end, I don't really care. But you know, with signs, you know, you've got 3 different sizes of signs you can use there. That's in vanilla, right? That isn't a Starvation thing, is it? Or a sign Starvation? See, this is sometimes the problem. It's been so long since I played vanilla Alpha 15. I actually don't remember what's what anymore. We've seen so many versions of Starvation, it all becomes a bit of a blur as to what's what. And I know it's going to be really weird going back to Alpha 16 vanilla. Oh shit. Bad shot, dude. Bad shot. And you know it. Bad shot again, bro. God, come on, son. For the love of all things. That. Definitely. Yeah, I picked up there, chicks. That wasn't a good start, was it, with the old boy? I bet James was laughing merrily. Luckily, he's in transit from work, so he doesn't know. So everyone just stays stum about it. Oi, shut it, chicks, with your potato aim. I'll fucking fist it up, yeah. Giant letters of vanilla. Signs, I think, are the mods, Val mod and Starvation. Oh, really, Wentex? So, are you sure? You think the signs are, No, they're not, mate. No, signs are not vanilla. Oh, sorry, not Starvation. Because I had these in... Yeah, no, they're not. These are vanilla, mate. Because I had these in... Sugar, what was the server? It's the one where we did the Napoleonite skulls and we had the Love Shack. The Anubis build. The Anubis and Sphinx builds. We had signs all over the place. We had a big sign saying, get off Simpson's lawn, mate. And I definitely didn't mod anything in on that. So no, they are vanilla. 100%. Okay. Must have been an addition for Alpha 15, mustn't they? They definitely weren't there in Alpha 14. Because one of the SDX mods that got quite popular in Alpha 14, believe it or not, was the sign one, wasn't it? They had quite a nice implementation of it. And like so many things in this game, you know, the mod authors come up with some ideas, get them implemented, and lo and behold, then the fun pimps, I think sometimes it is probably part of their roadmap anyway. I think it spurs them maybe to chuck them in there. You know, when a mod gets popular, it's like, well, actually, look, you know, a lot of people are using this and liking it. Let's crack on with our version of it. Nearly everything that was in the original SDX mods has made it into Alpha 15 or Alpha 16, I think. Now, obviously, how much of a coincidence that is, I can't comment. But in fact, the only thing that didn't make it, because we were talking about it recently, was the elevators. I would love to see the elevators from Alpha 14 SDX mods introduced. I really, really would. Elevators are brilliant. Really help you play about with some builds. I mean, luckily what they did do was bring in the drawbridge, which I think really helped out. Because you remember back in the day, like the only way to have an entrance to your base really was like a jump, wasn't it? And so it's like everybody had these like ramp systems in place, and it was like, oh god, that all tunnels basically. Right. Rebar. Did I actually start bubbling it up? I don't think I did I? And in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do, because that should not be in there. Pop that in the old forge. I don't know whether... I mean, we've got 449. We're definitely going to need a little bit more, aren't we? Let's just leave it there for now. We'll head out in the morning. Go and get that put down. Now... have we got any more concrete? No, god damn it. And I think I'm out of sand, right? No, not yet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stone. God damn it. Poo. We've got 2 cement mixers for some reason. No idea why. Oh, I bet Arakin brought the one that was over at the Red Mesa base. I don't think anyone's made it for a reason. I think it's probably just brought all the crafting stations over. Actually, a nice cold beer while we do a bit of mining. What do you reckon? Tell you what, let me widen this out. Coming on now, are you, James? Do you want me to come over with a mini bike, mate, or? Found it. Wooden signs added Alpha 15. Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah. See, I don't always know exactly when things release, but you can, not 9 times out of 10, because we play the game so much, you can actually sort of piece it together, can't you? You tend to get very good recollection of the server. I still think Alpha 14 was when this game was just, like, amazing. Alpha 14 with the SDX... As much, I mean, you know I love Mortal Entus and Paco and the rest of the guys that, help out on Starvation. I think the only thing that I will say that I miss, and it's not having a dig at the Starvation guys at all. I miss SDX modules. I miss the fact that everything before was modular based, so you simply ran the SDX compiler and you chose your mods and you could change the scripts. Now everything is very, very much one big package, and there was a bit of a hoo-ha, wasn't there, with a certain gentleman who essentially was just nicking things from Starvation and making his own version, but still also asking for donations. And I think that rather upset the Starvation team. And to be quite honest, I don't fucking blame them either. So I don't think, unless you ask them specifically for it, I don't think you can actually get the SDX individual modules as such. I kind of really like playing about. I had so much fun playing about with like Hal's stuff and Carlzilla's things. It was very much like create your own game. Now we kind of, because Starvation is so good, we just play Starvation. I really don't like Valmod or True Survival, like, at all. You started in Alpha 7. Yeah, I was Alpha 5, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Even crafting, wasn't it? If you remember, when you went to the crafting menu, there was none of this. Didn't have any of this. You had a big grid sort of in the middle of your screen, which looked very much like your inventory. And so I needed to make... say this was blank, and say you wanted to make a pickaxe. You'd actually have to put wood like this, and then have like a cross shape of metal bars across here, just like Minecraft. I think a lot of people have forgotten that. I remember Joel explained the reason behind it, wasn't it? At least if I remember this correctly, I wouldn't say it was ad verbatim or anything, but he was essentially saying that he'd had people come round to play the game, and they just found it so incredibly difficult to get into the game because there was such a barrier in terms of crafting. I mean, even back in the day, you actually used to have to, like, put clay around. You had to take a bullet, didn't you? You'd take a bullet like this, and you'd break it down into the component parts. You'd actually have to take molds of, like, the casing and actually surround it in clay in the crafting window. I mean, I actually thought it was brilliant. I mean, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And it must have been a really, really difficult decision for them to take, to move away from that to this system where you click it and make it. I mean, back in the day, it didn't even tell you what it was, did they? Back in the early alphas, you didn't even get an outline. If you wanted to make a pickaxe, you actually had to figure out how to make a pickaxe. You're right, Donkey. Crazy stuff. It's really hard to imagine just how far the game has come on. It's really weird because one of the reasons I know this sounds absolutely ludicrous. One of the reasons I almost hated coming back to the game was this down here. There used to be this massive like mini map. It was huge. It took it was about like this big on the screen, wasn't it? And it had this massive mini-map here and these horrible green and red and blue colours around it, representative of stamina and health and water and food and things. Oh, it was so ugly. It was so ugly. It's so much sleeker now. And actually, one of the interesting things for Alpha 17, Alpha 16, I think there is a bit of a UI overhaul, isn't there? I think they've said on the dev corner that it might not make it for initial release of Alpha, if you like, 16. So we might be looking at Alpha 17 or even as a little mini patch in 16. That'd be interesting to see what where they're taking it. Tomo Fudu, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How you doing? There's a video on... I actually saw that Wentex. It's one of the guys in the running for the stream team. If it's the same one, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot changed on the game. Is that someone? I don't know. Get a bit of mining done, then we'll head back out at 4 o'clock. Go and get that... foundations laid in the death tunnel. She's not actually Grummy Grim. No, we've come to a mutual understanding that she needs to pack that fucker in. No, with everything else that's going on, because we're trying to get the bedroom sorted. Since we've moved into this house, we've still not had like a proper bedroom. So we're really trying to figure out what we're going to do with it. Sorry, I can hear some weird noises in the house. So I think she's put that on the back burner for a little bit. It came down to a new dog, which I'm totally against, or a fancier wardrobe. I think the wardrobe won. You know what, Wentes? We've had this discussion many times here on this channel, and I actually firmly believe that you're not a million miles wrong there. I think Alpha 17 will be the last big content update. I know I've got nothing to base this on, guys. I'm not pretending I know anything. Trust me. I remember speaking to Cage, and Cage really disagreed with me on this. Cage848. Great YouTuber, by the way, if you want to check him out. He's, I think he's on the stream team. Well, I know he's on the stream team. I'm not sure if he actually streams, though. I know he does on and off, but I don't know if he's going to, like, stream the Alpha 16. We'll stick with his YouTube content. So the Alpha 16, for me, is the end of the journey for random gen. From what I understand, that's pretty much everything random gen done. We're going to get the new distant terrain prefabs, if you like. So we're not going to end up with these big... Oh, someone's joining the server. James is on. Hello, James. You know, a big change to the random gen algorithm. So we're going to get these much less uniform towns. They're also going to be, you know, essentially on gradients, not just on flatland. We get those distant prefab level of detail models. So, you know, we're not just going to see a big grid of roads with no buildings until you're sort of on top of it. I think that's where that's going to end. I think graphically the game is done. And then obviously with the massive overhaul with the block rotations and the paintbrush tool, I just have this really, really hopeful sort of feeling that or at least desire that they've somehow managed to free up some additional resource memory, which could be brilliant. You know, they might be able to start really optimizing things. You know, considering it's a voxel-based game, it still does remarkably well, all things considered. I'm actually doing this 3x3. For some reason it looked 2x2 just briefly there. And yeah, I think, you know, Alpha 17 then will be the stuff that didn't quite make the cut for Alpha 16. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount. And then we might get something like an Alpha 18, which is essentially just wrapping it all up as one big final push and balancing sort of alpha. I can't think off the top of my head. I mean, please tell me if you can think of anything. I can't think of anything else they've said in all their, you know, things we want to do discussions on the forums that hasn't pretty much been covered. Electricity was always the big one, which we know is coming in, at least in its initial form, in Alpha 16. So, you know, Alpha 17 might build on that. But the primary scripts, etc., you know, and all the hit collision and detection and everything for the snap points and everything will all be in for Alpha 16, won't it? That's right. So yeah, that's right, Wednesday. It's very much the end of the. This is what we promised on the initial Kickstarter, right? Yeah, yeah. The thing is with that though, Wedtex, there is a way to stop that. You just don't accelerate too quickly. You talk about the one where you're sort of running, sort of almost like you're sitting on it like pillion style, yeah. No, I mean, initially, Mirror, I mean, they were hoping for Final Gold release December of last year, weren't they? And obviously, that massively changed. I mean, let's be honest, I think Gold will be, if I had to put, a year after that, if we, maybe December of this year. I don't forget Alpha 16 is a massive update. If you think about all the things that are going into Alpha 16 compared to the 14 to 15 or 12 to 13, 14 jumps, 16 is a massive content update. I mean, it fundamentally changes creation completely. The paintbrush tool and the new blocks and block rotations, the new seamless texture transitions. The extra detail, they've clearly freed up something to be able to add things like guttering, because that's an unnecessary resource hog. They must have freed up something to just make, buildings just look a little bit more detailed, a little less blocky. So yes, absolutely, Mirror. I mean, I've always said since Alpha 14 that it's not that I want the game to be finished. I just think the modding community, once the game goes gold, can take this and run with it, and the fun pimps will still make a fortune from selling the game, seeing people playing it, on the stream team. People like Paco, Mortal Entus, Colezilla, Hal 9000, etc. on the mod team, Spider, all that lot. It'll be interesting to see where the game is in 5 years' time, because the fun. I don't know. You just don't know how Joel and his brother and the rest of the team feel about it. At some point, is your baby? Do you have to let it go? Do you have to let it grow up and just leave it? Do they want to start another game? I mean, they must have made a nice bit of money out of it. I'm sure they've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'd love to see that the team move on to something new. As much as I don't want them to leave 7 Days to Die, I guess there's got to be a point where they say enough's enough. It could be years from there. But I'm getting back to my original point, which I've not quite got across, really. I think they've learned so much. I mean, if you think what Alpha 5 was like when I started playing it, I mean, people played it way before that. And then I look at the game today, you can see how much as a team that they've worked at getting, refining existing gameplay mechanics. To take all that knowledge and not be hindered with an engine that was primarily voxel based when they created it. I mean, Joel even tentatively touched on it in one of the Alpha 16 previews, which caused an absolute uproar on the forums because everyone completely got the wrong end of the stick and started thinking they were getting rid of mining. It was so badly interpreted. It was a fucking joke. All it said was, it possibly in a future game, if we were to ever consider it, what would you guys think if we simply said that you can't, essentially dig down? Because that fundamentally changes what they can do. It frees up so many resources and has so much more options for them in terms of AI and freeing up resources. And that's all he was saying, really. He was just saying, what would you guys think about that? But people were, what, hang on a sec, what are you on about? You're taking mining out, but mining's like a core part of the game. It's like, whoa, wind your necks in. Alpha 18 may be the first beta release. Yeah, well. Let's not go there, right? Yeah. Joel was asking about starting another game with zombies, but no mining above ground, being voxel. That's right, Crobs. That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah. That's it. He was saying, in a hypothetical world, should we consider this as, for a future game? What would you guys think if we took that element out? But and he even went to all the trouble of saying, but here's the things that would enable us to do. You're right, Sky. No art piece is ever complete. It's just abandoned by the artist. You think abandoned is the right word, Sky? I mean, I know it's a quote. I'm just saying, my interpretation of that, especially taking into account. How you doing, by the way? You're all right, mate. I suppose we've all worked on things, and sometimes you get very, you know, you can't almost see the wood for the trees, can you? You know, you make mistakes. I mean, I've done a little bit of modding for this and some modding for Skyrim, for example, and sometimes, sometimes with the best will in the world, what starts off as a great idea turns out to actually not be so great in actual implementation and practice. But I know for me, sometimes if I mean, for example, with Hal's 9000 turret, I started modding that and getting that working how I'd like it to work, and he was really helpful in helping me out with some of the scripts and things, and it opened up so many doors that it's almost like I wanted to completely reinvent it, and I can't help but feel if I'd worked on a game like this for as long as Joel and the rest of the team have, do you not sometimes feel shackled by your own monster? You know, would it not be nice to start again, you know, with all the knowledge you've learned and make something else? But there must be a terrible fear involved there, you know, can you hit, you know, because this, I'll be honest, mate, this game deserves so much more attention. There's one that Blind plays called Empyrean Galactic Survival, which I will, you know, for the record, comment that I haven't actually played, but there are some of these games that genuinely seem to just not have the following that they deserve, and I just don't know why that is. I have no idea why that is. Why this game isn't more popular. You know, people love games like Minecraft. People love zombies. You know, this game's got so much going for it. It was a catastrophe, to be fair. The console release may have been financially lucrative. I'm sure it was, but for me, I remember in the weeks leading up to it, I was saying they could have an absolute, you know, this game could go like fucking viral like no other if the console release is really well done. And I just felt like, although they got so much right, the performance, for example, and the control scheme in terms of the aiming, I struggled so much with it. And I loved the game. I'd already been sold on the game. I was already playing the PC version, you know? So I knew what the game had to offer. And I tell you what, some of my friends that picked it up, that were so excited to play it, you know? Literally people that would have been quite happy if they hadn't already got a PlayStation 4 to actually go out and buy one to play this game. And they really struggled with it. You know, they'd seen the PC version on YouTube, on Twitch, and then they finally had it in their hands on the console, and it was like, oh my god, you know, this is not good. I remember playing my first, I think it was the third Horde to day 21 on the PlayStation 4. We couldn't do anything. The frame rate was like single digits at times. It was so bad. And of course, I think people are a bit fickle, aren't they? People don't necessarily want to hang around for the game to be patched and improved. It was Iron Galaxy that did the port, not Funpimp, so I just can't help but feel maybe Telltale Games put a little bit too much pressure on there to get it out of the door and start making some cash out of it. I don't know. We'll never know, will we? But, you know, if the game had been released in a really good format or a really good condition on the console, I think it could have blown up like wildly, mate. Maybe when the game goes gold. Maybe when the game goes gold and they massively patch it and even, you know, consider investing a few quid in advertising on the consoles, they might get the crowd back, but... What's that? Who minds anymore? Boulders are too OP not to use them. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, mate, the only reason I mine these days, in terms of iron, you're absolutely right. Surface nodes are way too bountiful, in my opinion, but I mine for stone, like I just did that evening, because it's free time. You're relatively safe. You're gaining skills. It's great for concrete production. The only reason I actually actively mine is to get coal and nitrate, to be honest. Good, please to hear it, Sky. Please to hear it, mate. Oh, I don't know, Crimes. I don't know. They could still have an amazing game. Don't forget, they're only talking about mining underground, aren't they? You'd have to weigh out the pros and cons. You'd have to sit down, wouldn't you, and think. They were talking about a significant... I mean, what the key one that Joel was saying was that if we couldn't mine underground, so in other words, if we couldn't go down into the earth, it would mean almost an exponential increase in the number of zombies they could have on screen at any one time. Now, I agree that's not the right course for 7 Days to Die. But imagine another game made by them where it was a real crazy horde game. So something a little bit more in vein of something like the upcoming Days Gone. You know, where instead of like 30, 40 zombies, you might have a couple of hundred, you know? I think that's what Joel was sort of hinting at, wasn't he? But the player base dwindled rapidly when text. I think that was the problem, mate. There's so many people. I mean, I think it went straight to #1 within the space of a few days on PlayStation Network. No one I know that's such a small group of people in the bigger picture, but no one I know that picks up the game, which is relatively, you know, it's a relatively large number, plays the game anymore. Not on console. They've just, you know, wow. I mean, Feathers literally went back today, didn't she? She was in chat, and one of the first things she said was, "Oh my god, the controls, you know, it is so difficult to hit anything." I still think the console version could be amazing. I really do. But Iron Galaxy and Telltale Games are going to have to invest some more dev time on it, aren't they? Xbox, turn off. Yes. I mean, I couldn't imagine not having mining in 7th. I mean, they would never take that out of this game. And that's the whole point. That's not what Joel was saying, was he? But it'd be great to know if they have got some plans. It'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what, one of the other things, people keep talking about some cool stuff for Alpha 16. I'd like to see the plants and the farming really revamped. I actually think the farming in this game could be a really, really big crowd puller, to be honest. We've seen some quite exciting stuff with Starvation. Things like the fruit trees and the rats and all that. And yes, it certainly needs a bit of balancing, but I like it. I like the farming. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the UMA zombies. You know, when we were talking about it in chat, there tended to be a sort of a unanimous kind of, yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. But at the same time, I suppose I don't know what the benefits were supposed to be, but I don't feel like we ever really saw that. And they've kind of backtracked now a bit, haven't they? I don't think it worked out quite how they expected it to work out. We've got things like the Hazmat Zombie coming in Alpha 16, which is, he looks amazing. And I can't wait to get a Hawaiian shirt dude back. That is going to be so nostalgic. I mean, everyone remembers the Hawaiian dude. You play console, hardest thing is aiming. That's right. That's the biggest criticism, I think, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a shame that you know that hasn't been.
Mommy, I'm home.
Who's that? It's James. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the death tunnels, bro. I was going to bring you a mini bike over tomorrow, mate.
Cheers for the mini bike.
I've not made it, but feel free to take that one, dude. I think we've got 3, so just use them. I don't think anyone's really got their own mini bike on this server. Well, I don't care. As long as I've got one, I need to go and get sand. I can't help it if you're too busy playing with your female butt in arc tone. How you getting on with it, man? How's the sensor turning out? Is it a good map? Yeah. You're right, Captain Insigno. I've just bought it for Xbox today. Don't tell me it's shit. No. I've always said, mate, I've always said that this game, at the end of the day, if you can get it on PC and your PC runs it reasonably well, there is just no doubt that is the best place to get it. That's not always the case. Yeah, some consoles games are just born to be played on the console. End of story. But oh Jesus Christ, bro! Nice one, dude. What bloody hell that was. How did you kill him? Just one crossbow bloody bolt, mate. Get some meat. It's still a great game on console. Don't let my words.
I'm a pro.
I'm just saying it's not as good as it should be or could be. In my opinion, I mean, it's very easy for me to sit here and say, "Oh God, I wish they'd just make it perform a bit better." There's clearly a reason why it's not performing better. I doubt it's just because they're being fucking lazy. The game is, you know, it's always run a little bit wonky, even on a really good PC. trying to get all this crammed into, you know, the minimal RAM. Well, I say minimal RAM. It's not that bad on the console these days, is it? Must be incredibly difficult. It's still a really good game, mate. Just be prepared for really weird aiming. It's very, very hard to get headshots. Might be worth, I mean, what we ended up doing was very much concentrating on melee rather than ranged combat, mate. The reason that you never see me use melee is just because I like ranged combat. I love it. I love bows and arrows, mate. Give me a bow and arrow or a crossbow in a game and I'm happy as pie, mate. Why is the PC better? The PC is significantly better. One, from a technical standpoint, it just plays better, so you've got a much more robust frame rate. You can obviously play about with the resolution. You've got better draw detail. Yeah, texture-wise, you know, you can argue the toss there. So it does actually physically play better. You can play at a higher frame rate, and in a game like this, that counts for quite a lot. It can be very stuttery and jerky in a way on the PlayStation 4. It's not like it's a micro stutter. It's just that you get quite frequent frame drops. And back in the day, it was really bad, Bethany. Almost single digits on the console version. But they have patched it, and it is a lot better. I noticed on a complete reinstall of the game, I didn't actually do it myself, but when I went round to a friend's house late one evening who had literally just picked up the game and installed it, it played on his PlayStation 4 quite a lot better than it appeared to be playing on mine, and it was the same map. So how the hell there could have been so much of a difference, I just don't know. I always felt like a complete reinstallation after a couple of patches was probably what I needed. That's why, Bethany. And the other thing is, of course, you've got mods. You can mod it on PC, so it adds a bit of longevity to the game, doesn't it? And yeah, I mean, like when Texas said, the other thing is, I mean, the console still isn't up where we are in Alpha 15 on the PC. You know, we get the updates first, and those updates, the stable builds tend to be more fleshed out. I suppose the consoles are still very much a sort of hybrid of Alpha 14 and 15, aren't they? You're right, Tex Cup. Let's have a look with let's go. Who we got? That's all organic, isn't it? So that's someone who's hungry. Are you hungry, James?
Can you make us a crop coat?
Can't hear you, mate. What was that? Make you a what, dude?
I've got 4 crocodile skins.
I can't hear you, James. You're really faint, dude.
The crocodile skin.
Crocodile skin. We did have some, mate. I think we lost it, didn't we? Crocodile skins. I don't think we've got any. No, we did, because we lost the clothes box, mate. I did have a little stash of 4 or 5. So the croc skins have all gone. You've not sent me a message to fix it, that's why, Mojo. Or if you have, it certainly wasn't on Discord before I started the stream back up, mate. I told you, if you want me to do it, you just need to tell me what you want the command to be, mate. I'll happily do it for you. I think you put a request in for a change on the soundbite as well, haven't you? I saw that. I can get that done later. I'm not sure what to do here. We're gonna need more rebar, aren't we? You turn your mic up, James, or is it something my end, do you think? Oh, Jesus, look at all of that. It's not how you spell rebar, mate. Right, let's just make 500.
How's that?
Yeah, yeah, you allowed it, mate. Yeah, that's definitely better.
I've got 4 skins in the box.
4 skins in the box. You got 4 skins in the box. That's disgusting, mate. Where did you get them from? It's old James's box of 4 skins. What a fucking weirdo. What do you want me to do? Like make him into a
There's nowhere
necklace?
else
You
to
can
put them.
I thought you wanted me to make you a coat. Look, stop giving me 4 skins, bro. That's gross. I don't want a box full of 4 skins. Yeah, we need 5, dude, to make you a coat. Need another one, I'm afraid. Like James and his 4 skin necklace. 4 skins in the box. Tra la 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 la. Unbelievable, James. How long you been on, mate? And you're already talking about a box full of 4 skins. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. That's why he wanted that hunting. Look at that, all those mini bikes parked out there, look. Yeah, to be honest, Mojo, there is just no point, mate. Honestly, I get inundated with stuff like that. Just drop me a DM, man. I promise you I'll do it. Just do. It's like a to-do list, mate. Well, when I turn this stream off later, I'm literally going to pass out, mate. So unless there's a DM giving me very explicit instructions, it'll just get lost in a sea of nothingness, dude. It's not my fault you can't carry out simple instructions, mate. It's Ark. It's clearly making your brain all wobbly. There's only 3, mate. I still want to find out what Advina's up to. Advina's clearly been building somewhere over there. No, it was over there, wasn't it? Go and investigate. Probably got like a fucking super fuck it or something going on over there. Not my fault if you keep playing crap games, Mojo. Because you're not as creative as us, you see, mate. So our Ark's a bit more up your street, innit? A couple of wooden walls. Are you wearing a rock? I am, yes. It was quite nice, but I really enjoyed the playthrough without mining helmets. And I very well would consider it again, but it's pointless, I think, because the new what's it called? The new night vision goggles. I'm really hoping there's some sort of durability on them. You know, like essentially indicative of, like, say, battery life. Otherwise, I'm really worried about those, mate. I can just imagine, like, the whole game is just going to be sort of almost played in this kind of blue aquamarine sort of overview. It's they're so good. They are so good. In that Alpha 16 preview, it was insane because not only can you see great at night, like way better than some of the torches and things that we've got, but also lights in Alpha 16 actually attract zombies. So if you're running around at night with a mining helmet on, you've got a bit of a problem when you play it. I almost feel like the night vision needs to be balanced with some sort of battery system or something. You know, so just have it as like durability. So when you pick up a set, you know, you can't wear them forever. You use them as a last resort kind of thing. You know, if you're in panic mode, you've got to get out of town quick. Ark is more creative than 7 days. No. Sorry, I could never agree with you on that, mate. That really is just a big sack of bullshit nonsense, and you know it. I'm not even entertaining that. I love Ark. I absolutely adore Ark. I think Ark is way more creative than it used to be. But to say that Ark is more creative than... You are literally just trolling the shit out of everyone in this channel right now. That is utter crap. utter shitty crap, mate. You couldn't build something like Anubis or the Sphinx, or even a really fucking. Let's be honest, you've got a few stone fucking walls. I mean, no, just absolutely no. Not even fucking close, mate. Not even close. I'd love to see the block count on Ark versus this, and then take into account the textures. Fucking not even comparable. Yeah, but that's because it's a voxel game. Of course it's square. That doesn't make that is just literally the most retarded fucking comment, Mojo. Just because it's square, they're not even just square, are they? That is just so bad. That is so wrong. That is shocking. That is shockingly short-sighted, in my opinion, mate. Just because the blocks conform to a certain standard within a volumetric space doesn't mean that just because Ark has a few more shapes and sizes that it means it's more creative. I just can't. I cannot possibly agree with you. Not even slightly. No, it's not true. It's not true. That's where we're going to have to agree to disagree. I think you're grossly just literally trying to troll. It's just like flat panels, you know, with a couple of fucking silly. I mean, to be honest, without S Plus, I dread to think what you'd be stuck with in Ark. I mean, S Plus does add a lot of stuff, but I could never build funky stuff like we have done in Ark. You just couldn't do it. I'd love to see someone build some fucking great, huge scale sized fucking epic dragon thing in Ark. Ark's just essentially just dissolves into a couple of semi-functioning sort of castles normally. How would you build something like a Nubis or an Atat in Ark, Mojo? Serious question, mate. You know. I mean, yeah, you just know. There's just no way, dude. Not even close. I'm desperately trying to find a hole in the argument, but.
$1 donation received from TinnyBoyBlue27. Why does the two towers leading into your base look like two big black woman boobies with large flat nipples on the end? Boobies, boobies, boobs, boobies, bobbies, boobs, nips, naps, bobs, melons, round ones.
I've got to go and have a look now, Tone. You clearly seen something I've not seen. Once seen cannot be unseen. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at the big fucking dangly fucking boobs. Hang on a sec. What have you? What? We're gonna have to replay the notification as we come into. Oh, let's not look at it. Let's all close your eyes, right? And we'll suddenly look at the entrance. Let's have a look. Ding! The fuck? Why does it look like a big pair of women's boobies with large flat nipples on the end? I've not seen it, mate. I think you need to go out round the back of Rackham's and get yourself a fucking blowjob, mate. Because if I think your sexual depravity is sunk to a whole new low. Even on crack, fucking a couple of Viagra, right? I can't quite see a pair of titties there, mate. I'll be honest, I'm disappointed that I can't see a pair of titties there, but. I think you need to go and see old Toothless Tina, mate. Get her to give you a quick suck, because I think you've lost the plot, mate. To be quite honest with you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel cheated now, Tone. I mean, we came all the way back to see it, you know, but I was gonna take a screenshot and sort of like try and draw around it and put it on Discord, but. Why would I want to make a Sphinx? What's that, Mojo? No, you said you felt that Ark was more creative. I offered you more creative potential, didn't you? Which I fundamentally disagree with. I don't think it does. I think it's not even comparable. Not even comparable. Well, what can I build on Ark that I can't build in this in terms of structures? I mean, you know, one of the main reasons that I loved Ark, I'll be honest, Mojo, was nothing to do with the building. It was the boats. Now, the boats I really, really like. That was, I'll be honest, if it hadn't been for that YouTube video that I saw One Wing do, I don't think I'd have stuck with Ark even. I don't think I'd have stuck with it. I really don't. Half my playtime on Ark was faffing about with the boat, you know, in the early days. Seeing Tony sort of develop his. And I love just being out on the boat. I think it's brilliant, especially that stuff that Simpson and I did to you know to reinvent it and get the electricity in. But in this, in 7 Days to Die, every day I come on, I feel like I can build or craft something. You know, in Endgame, you know, we built like the blacksmiths. there just isn't that level of creativity, you know. You just haven't got the blocks to build something that even touches on what you can do in 7 Days to Die. It's just not even close, dude. Art you can build things that look like real stuff. You know, you can build a castle. You can build like presumably a nice home. I've seen some like really nice glass builds on YouTube. But this is, to me, this is in a completely different ballgame. Completely different. I mean, when you think about all the prefabs that we see in and around, like the Ostrich Hotel and you know, the Red Mesa missile facility, and to think that's all done using blocks that essentially take up that same volume in space, I couldn't build that, you know. And when the paintbrush comes out, which is something I was always adamantly, you know, thinking that's going to really be almost detrimental to the game, I think when that comes out, I think creativity is just going to explode, to be honest. Yeah, I couldn't do something. I couldn't sculpt. I couldn't create something like Anubis. You know, things like you know, you couldn't make the, what was it, the Napoleonite skulls. All the little things that we've built, you just couldn't do that in Ark. And that's not knocking Ark. I mean, I love Ark. I think Ark is a fucking amazing game. But I have to disagree with that. I think that's borderline troll-worthy. Are we actually going to have enough of this? I don't think we are we? I think one of the things that I'm most excited for, to talking about creativity, it's one of the reasons that I did initially do an about turn on the paintbrush tool, and we have sort of touched on it. I think what I'd like to see is the community. It'd be really nice if the Fun Pimps kind of ran a competition. And let's be honest, it'd be so easy for them to do, right? Say, look, we want some new points of, I always say points of interest. I always feel more comfortable saying prefab. Say, right, we want you all to go and come up with a little bit like Bearded Guys Gaming did, didn't they? They ran a great competition, which I think Blind actually won, didn't he? Where they said, right, you know, everyone go and build something on the server, and the best thing that we see. What about if the Fun Pimps guy says, right, you know, here's the paintbrush tool, here's all these new block styles and rotations. Go away and build us a prefab. Build whatever you want. Build a hospital. Build a wood hut. Build whatever you want, and we'll basically, you know, put all the different ideas into a big hat. And the community can vote on their favourites and like add them to the actual random gen algorithm. That'd be so cool. And a really nice way for the Fun Pimps to involve the community, but also to take a bit of work off their hands. You know, someone on a Twitch channel or a YouTube channel, you know, working within their own communities to build things. I mean, how many times have we had someone say, oh, you know, when we did the fireplaces, for example, just a really simple example, say, oh, what about if you do this, this, and this? And we came up with these really nice fireplace things, didn't we? It's almost like having 100 people or whatever it is, you know, thousands of people on YouTube, all giving you ideas about your prefab and perfecting it, making it look really, really good. And then that's kind of a nice pat on the back there for everyone as well, isn't it? I'm pretty sure legally it would be really easy to do. You know, you're entering the competition, blah, 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 anything you come up with, you know. Have they actually introduced a blueprint system for Alpha 16? I actually don't know if they have. And I know there was talks about a blueprint system, wasn't there? But I can't remember whether that was something we were bouncing around as a channel, as something we'd like to see because it worked well in Empyrean, or whether it was actually something that they'd added to creative mode for Alpha 16. Could be, oh, Jesus Christ! I think I ain't dead. Is it fucking dead? Fucking Jesus Christ, that freaking scared the guy. It's the noise they make as well, isn't it? Whew. God damn it, mate. God damn it. Scary stuff. Very scary stuff. Well, it was only a matter of time. We're going to have to do it anyway, Toad. When the paintbrush comes out, the very first thing we're going to have to build is a giant phallic symbol in the middle of Grumbodia, isn't it? It can't not be done, can it? Needs to come up the hill. Up the hill. Up the hill. Where are you, James? Which hill? Give me a cardinal direction, mate. Up there, I'm guessing. Go on the mini bike so I don't get stung by anything. God, that spider just appeared out of nowhere. It's that horrible fucking squelchy, hacky, hissy noise. Did I just see you on top of that tower then, mate? I did see you on top of that tower, didn't I? Have a look. We're gonna have all like a fuck it over here as well, mate. Don't forget, because I want us to when we die, I want us to end up in a oh wow, dude, that is actually pretty cool. Oh wow, that's actually pretty. It's gonna look nice when we put the other ramps internally. That's actually really cool. There's something kind of, I don't know, almost alien-esque about that. I'm getting a TIE fighter kind of vibe. Oh dear, I've got the hiccups. Don't forget, Mojo, you just don't like 7 days, mate. I mean, you said it yourself, didn't you? It's like you kind of went from 7 days to Ark and found Ark to be a better game. Yeah, I respect that, dude. You know, that's your call. I still find this game much more... The problem I have with Ark, I kind of don't really know what to do outside of the day-to-day stuff. I know we need to kill the bosses and things, but it just feels a little bit empty in that sense. I don't know whether there's more stuff to come or you know, I really enjoyed doing the caves, but the caves are so small. You know, I could play Ark every day, I think, now that we've got things like S+, and the fact that there's always new dinosaurs to a point to tame. I just don't feel it's as open-ended as 7 days. I feel like 7 days, you know, I can get, you know, I can work on this horde base for a few weeks. I can be creative, you know. I can have someone like Elegon who might be able to come up with an amazing blueprint, you know, and off we can all scurry to try and, you know, make it a reality. I just don't know with Ark what. I don't know. It's almost like progress is so slow at times that I'm not really sure whether I'm playing a bit of an MMO. But once I've seen all of the map, I think the novelty factor would wear off relatively quickly. I mean, you said yourself, Mojo, I think you played it like something like 500 hours and you've never even, you know, attempted to do a boss, have you? So you clearly see something that I don't in that. I mean, sometimes I am struggling a little bit to figure out what it is I want to do. You know, I can spend a week making ammunition. But creatively, I just don't know. There's no reason to have a bigger or better base. There's no reason to have to think about making a base that's kind of weak. I don't need to handicap. I don't know. 7 days it feels like there's more content. Even though in many ways, on the face of it, Ark's actually got a lot more content. It's just weird. I feel like I can make the game I want here, whereas Ark, I'm playing a much more linear style of game. I have to play it the way they want me to play it. So 2 very different games. I always said it's amazing how there's 101 similarities. Oh shit! I've just been fucking infected. I'm out of here, James. I'm out of here. We're getting overrun, dude. Have you gone, dude, or are you up there still? No, you're still there. You are. You're still here, mate. I'll finish him off for you. Oh no, actually, James, I'm gonna go, mate, because I can use the honey and not antibiotics if I get there quick. Yeah, so I mean, when I the only way I can put this, and this is going to be different for everyone, you know, there is no right, or you know, there's no right or wrong, you know. So some people are going to prefer one game over another. When I turn this game on, I know I'm never going to have a moment where I'm wondering what to do. At no point have I ever played 7 Days to Die and felt like, oh shit, I'm not too sure what to do next. Sometimes I'm not sure what to do next because I've got so many goddamn things that I want to do. So sometimes you'll hear me go, I just don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do now. And that's because I've got 1,001 things flooding through my head. Quite often on Ark, after we'd done a couple of things at the start, I'd be like, I actually don't know what to fucking do. I actually don't know what to fucking do. Do we go and do a cavern? Do I revamp the bike? I don't know. I've already done all that today. I don't know. They offer me 2 very, very different experiences, and both of them offer me an experience that's very good. I see Ark more as a game, and I see this more as an opportunity to just delve into a sandbox. I don't think Ark does that for me. Throw that in there. Oh shit, the reason I came rushing back was for the bloody honey, wasn't it? You knob. I mean, the other thing that is always going to give 7 Days to Die the edge for me personally.
I've got the skins as well.
Oh, nice one. Cheers, dude. Do you want me to... I mean, I can't make good stuff. You do know that, mate, right? You know the stuff I make, James, is shit. If I make you a coat, it's literally going to be like a fucking 5 quality raincoat. You might as well just make it yourself, dude. I haven't got tailoring. Hey? Sorry, what was that, James? Did you make it yourself if you want, dude? Oh, any quality. I can't, you don't need anything, do you, James? I thought anyone could make this, mate. I'm just worried that you're expecting a quality raincoat out of this. This is going to be like a proper ghetto fucking fucking hobo coat, mate. I don't like it. I never said that. Oh, you did in a way, Mojo. Come on, you did. You were definitely inferring that 7 Days is no longer... I mean, you just said yourself in chat here that the game's fundamentally broken, that you just felt like that, you know, it wasn't for you anymore. You sort of did say you don't like it in a way, mate. I mean, as in, you've lost interest in it, haven't you? It's like the same way Simpsy couldn't give a fuck about this game, so Simpsy really has lost, you know, the fun factor in this. You just prefer Ark, don't you? There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Oh shit, hang on, we need some more concrete, don't we? To make a base in the middle of the map and make it harder like 7 Days to Die, making the base out of cobble. We could do a lot of things there. Don't forget, we're only here just really just prematurely before Alpha 16 releases. When Alpha 16 hits, we'll probably do something like we did with Caliper City. We'll build something a little bit like what we're doing here, and then we'll go off and make some like more difficult things. You know, whether or not... we just don't know enough about the new Horde system, do we? It's going to go one of 2 ways. It's like Mojo says, it's either just going to be the same as this with a few extra zombies and it's going to be shit. You know, it's not going to be a proper Horde game. Or they might have it Gold Dust again and bring that magic back. I think the one thing that I do find with Ark that I do really like is it's significantly more challenging than this game at times. In Ark, shit can go south at any second. I've got to admit, I did enjoy that a lot. They've really nailed that. And the sense of loss when you lose a pet, oh Jesus, it is heartbreaking. It is truly heartbreaking. I don't think I've ever played a game where I felt so attached to things in the virtual world. I've played games where I've had like some amazing artifacts, you know, back in Ultima Online and things like that, and you know, the sense of loss from something like that is all consuming. But actually, the dinosaurs, Jesus Christ, it's really weird how you get attached to them. Like really weird. That is some weird psychological bullshit going on. I wouldn't even say just the alphas, Mojo. To be honest, the alphas are a major fucking threat. They absolutely like send me into panic mode, mate. Even just day to day in Ark is significantly more dangerous. Just, I mean, like an example, just going out and getting those silica pearls along that ice coast and landing sparkles. I mean, twice I nearly lost her. Terrifying, mate. You're never safe, are you? I mean, you bird fuck you Uposaurus. I mean, Mojangle's got mullered by a bloody Brontosaurus, for God's sake. I mean, who'd have thought that? I mean, last time we, encountered one of those, we ripped it apart. I swear they changed something without telling us with those Brontosaurus. Bloody convinced of it, mate. And I swear they upped the movement speed and all. It was on some sort of speed, that thing. And he wouldn't give up either, would he? It was like halfway across the map and he was still following me. I totally agree, as they are. They're both amazing games, and they've got such a weird overlap, and yet they're so fundamentally different. It's crazy. It's crazy what they offer. And both done by, small... Well, I'm guessing Wildcard isn't as small as the Fun Pimps, but it's still an indie independent development. That's right, isn't it? Wildcard? They're not owned by anyone, are they? I know there's that big hoo-ha with the lawsuit. I don't know what came of that, but... I'll just stay near a spider Amagon. That fucking screenshot yesterday. Jesus Christ. I don't know, Bender. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have Ark in the schedule. I'm just not sure how. That's sort of why we're gonna start getting back into the evening streams a little bit, if I can, mate. It's a big commitment for me, mate, because it really fucks up my work when I do an evening stream. It puts me under so much additional pressure to get things just done fast and bloody efficiently, and it gives me so little room to breathe, mate. But I've got 2 games that I love. I'm gonna, if I want to play them both, I'm gonna have to free up a bit of extra time, I think. But what, permadeath to this? I don't see. I'm not worried about that. I don't get this interest with permadeath. I don't get that permadeath thing. I'm not sure what the need for it is, because you can just play it You don't need a setting to have permadeath, do you? I don't really get it. Or is it? I've just seen you've actually typed something in chat. Crimes, actually. Right. So we're not talking. So we're not talking permadeath. We're talking. Oh no, sorry. We are talking permadeath as opposed to what I call, say, Iron Man. So Iron Man for me was always, if you die, that's it. Restart the server, brand new. Everything wipes. All the buildings are gone. Everything's back to vanilla. Complete day 1 reset. What you're saying is permadeath is you die. All the builds would still be here. But you start a level 1 character. Is that what you're saying? You know what? It's really weird. I never made the distinction, mate. That's actually a really valid point. I never really thought about the difference. Yeah, I see what you're saying now, dude. So actually, if you died during the Horde, you do come back, say, in a random location, but you've now got a level 1 reset character. Yeah, that's actually quite an interesting slant for a server, isn't it? What's that surrounding the Adventures of Grumbul and Simpsy. I think Simpsy definitely liked hitting up Ark. There is something really... you know what, mate? It's nice to play a game that just looks really fucking good. I mean, oh shit, I'm out of gas. Oh dear. Oops, you did actually tell me about that. I'm so sorry. we better put a torch there, hadn't we? We're never finding that fucker again. God damn it, Grub! Got a torch. You big knobber. You big hairy knobber. Better get home a bit quick, hadn't we? It's 9:23 and I've just run out of petrol. Oh dear. Die in Iron Man, the game deletes itself from your computer. Yeah, that's the way I've always seen Iron Man. Yeah. And I wasn't really differentiating the 2 styles of death, if you like. That's actually quite interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, going back to my point, Ark is such a beautiful game. I was saying earlier about The Witcher 3 and the sense of exploration I got from playing that. It was like second to none. It really was a magical journey, you know, and I still got so much more still to see. But every day I was on Ark for the first few weeks, I suppose, I don't know, it felt like a real fucking playground. You know, going up to that volcano for the first time, that was so cool. And then going back a few days later after the patch and seeing it had all changed. I mean, that's really neat, that is. I'm getting this all arse over tit, aren't I? I think Ark, I mean, you know, we've got a big update coming at the back end of this month, haven't we, with the last few dinosaurs from what we understand. And then they'll be working on optimization, and that really excites me. I mean, if they can get that game optimized, Jesus Christ, and we can all crank it up and play a solid lock 60 FPS, that would be like, oh, God tier, mate. I think they have got... You'll have to forgive me on this one, because I know we've mentioned it before, but I really can't remember if we got a concrete answer out of it. They are testing like a random gen sort of Arc, aren't they? Isn't there like some sort of like closed group looking into random gen or something? Or am I? Is it? Sometimes I read things and I forget about them. I'm not sure whether I've read it as an official comment or a suggestion. Yeah, well, your character's a new player on the server. You can use your tools. You can't repair your guns, craft items. Yeah, so a full skill reset, back to level 1, all schematics forgotten, all that kind of jazz. That would actually be quite hard on a server, wouldn't it? But then again, if you look at this, look, to be fair, look at all the duplicates already. You know, so you can sort of stockpile it all, can't you? And this is just arrogant. I mean, to be fair, for all the shit we give him, like, winding him up, he has actually fucking got a... Well, I mean, let's just have a look at the ammo box. Because I haven't put a single thing in this. Look at this. Crazy decent stuff. I mean, the chainsaw alone for Horde Night would be, like, phenomenal. Right, let me go and take some fuel out before I forget. 1,250. Let's throw... Should we go and get some more sand then in the morning? I don't know, we might have just enough concrete, maybe? And stone's going okay. Let's go and get some more stone tonight. We okay for... Let me just rest a minute, actually. Three maps. I thought there was just the two. The centre and the island. Oh, you're talking about Scorched Earth, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not so sure. That's the problem with splitting up weekend and weekdays, Samanthian. I enjoy all my streams, otherwise I wouldn't be streaming, but there's something about my Sunday streams that has always felt like really cool with 7 days, mate. I've always felt like 7 days belongs on a Sunday. I don't know. I don't know whether to play one of an evening or... I don't know yet, mate. Yeah, I know I read some things around it. I just can't remember whether it was actual like an official announcement. You know, we are currently working on it, or we've got a closed beta group, or I don't know. I can't remember. Come to that fuel. Whoa, what happened to the fucking fuel? Whoa, what happened to the fuel? Didn't I just have 1,250? What the fuck's just happened? Whoa, did I just lose? Guys, what happened? I can't convert this either. Oh, fuck. Dudes, we're at... Oh, wow. And there is a really good example of how Starvation is a massive pain in the fucking arse. In a good way. We're out of fuel. Jesus. Oh, I put it in the stone chest. No, did I really? Star. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Cheers, Ben. The cheers packs. Sorry, what's that, Kevin? There's a random gen option in the map selection. Don't know if it's currently playable. Never tried it. Wow. So, I mean, that would be crazy. Imagine infinite worlds to explore like that. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Oh, wow. Now, that would make Ark almost the game of forever, wouldn't it? Again, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're playing on that kind of vanilla server, and we got a little bit confused with people saying, "Oh, that means you'll never be able to do bosses because you've not got high enough level dinosaurs and all that kind of crap." I still can't get my head around what the bosses are in the sense of, to be honest, you know what? I'd really rather not have the dinosaurs involved. I'd like bosses almost like that we had to take down on foot using like specialist equipment and snaring it and some sort of like mini raid. I don't know, and please don't ruin it for me. I got the impression from a few hints that were kind of given like non-spoilery, but they end up rather spoilery. Was that you essentially just get a shitload of fucking dinosaurs. You just go and attack some fucking boss, and it's just a simple case of can you out DPS it before it kills all your dinosaurs. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. My impression is that maybe it's not all it's going to be cracked up to be. The way I thought Ark bosses were going to be was that, one, I didn't actually realise you could take dinosaurs in there. I literally thought it was you. As a team, you know, trying to, I don't know, like I said, a WoW raid boss somehow. I don't know. I really genuinely don't know what I got in my head, but the thought of just taking a load of dinosaurs in and sort of pew munching on a boss just sounds a little bit anticlimactic. It might actually be a huge amount of fun. I just don't know. We'll definitely be back to Skyrim, Sean. There is no way this channel will not restream Skyrim at some point, mate. That is sort of like my go-to game every time I get a new graphics card, dude. And of course, we've got the 64-bit engine as well now, haven't we? So I think SKSE64 is coming on leaps and bounds, from what I understand. So, and the beauty of it is, I've still not finished Skyrim. Oh yes. So lots and lots of new stuff. All right, James. Yep, nice one, bro. That'll be great. I'm just gonna go and start down in the mines. I've got my health back, so. There's nothing to try starting. Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. As long as that server keeps going, I'm definitely giving it a fucking shot. 100%, mate. Go and level up some T-Rexes and give it a whirl. I mean, if we lose everything, at least we can say we bloody tried. I'm not trying to make out like we're only going to do it, you know, if we've got half a chance. I don't give a shit. If we fail epically in the last 30 seconds, at least it'll be bloody funny, wouldn't it? I just kind of thought it would be... I always just thought the bosses... would be, I suppose in my own head, to try and think it through, I always thought the bosses were essentially classed as a specialist cave. So, for example, I didn't even realise you got teleported to the boss. I actually thought, or summoned the boss, or whatever it is. In fact, I think that's probably where I've got that train of thought. I thought it would essentially be you and a team of players, you know, a max maybe 20 players, and you just have to go and actually... as humans, with your tools and your intelligence, kill some sort of epic dinosaur. Not taking a fleet of T-Rexes to kill it, if that makes sense. I might be wrong. Maybe some bosses are like that. Who knows? I still think this game would be pretty cool if it had some end game content. I know a lot of the times we were talking about quests and things, weren't we? That they were going to like really flesh out the questing system. Not really seen much sign of that. I suppose that would be something right at the end of the game once everything else is sorted. But I kind of, you know, so some sort of like massive... Each map maybe have some like massive underground tomb with some like, cavernous worm thing in there or something. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure we could all come up with some crazy bosses. Be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Grum and Simpsy on Rexes, Tony with a baryonyx armor, you and Mojo with the Bellicon with his pretzel skills. we'll just show Elegon at it. It'll be like the Medusa. It'll just completely fucking paralyze it. You'll never have seen an entity such as Elegon. Mangled legs and floating in the air. Yeah, that could be also. I mean, I don't know whether I'd want an end to the game, Blue Cortina, but yeah, I'm sure they could add. I suppose the question you've got there, and this is something we can't answer for them, because we've got no idea of what they want to do with the lore. I know there has been talk on the forums over the course of many years where it's been touched on that they did want to, if you like, flesh out the story. You know, what is this? You know, is it a virus? You know, is it of alien origin? You know, what's going on? That will dictate whether or not things like bosses are a real thing. I mean, we'd certainly like the day-to-day horde-to-horde boss zombies. I think that just makes sense. They don't necessarily have to be gigantic in size. They just need to have some special abilities or have a particular weakness, don't they? Just to spice it up a little bit. At the moment, what do you do with a zombie? You shoot it in the head, don't you? End of story. You know, have some of them weak to acid or something, or fire. You know, maybe you've got to get battery acid to weaken them or something. Or, I mean, you got all sorts. I mean, you could have like I mean, I'm literally just coming up with shit off the top of my head. Some sort of zombie that, I don't know, is it maybe like some sort of security guard or something that's like encased in Kevlar armor. It's completely impervious to all your attacks. Yo, yo, yo. It's getting hot. Chat is pooping again. Mate, how you doing, Polo? Are you alright, mate? Yeah, you know, just think of it, you know, just some security guard thing or military, whatever it is. Like, what about a bomb disposal zombie? Yeah, that's a good idea. A bomb disposal zombie. That is completely impervious. He's kitted out in some sort of fucking super high-tech Kevlar bodysuit. The only way to breach his defenses is to somehow throw, like, acid Molotovs at it, which will dissolve, say like, the head armor or something, or the chest armor. And only at that point can you actually, you know, take him out. And he could just rampage around your base, just tearing shit up until you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally just coming up with crap here, but that's the kind of stuff that I think would just make stuff funny. It would be like, oh shit, you know, we've got a bomber, panic. Well, the poop problem's still here, mate. It's still here. To be honest, I'm really quite annoyed. Because let's be honest, I'm pretty sure they ain't coming out now, are they? But it's nowhere near as bad as it was. But in fact, the house doesn't smell too bad at all at the minute. I've had the windows open pretty much all day. And, you know, there wasn't much came up. It was enough to come up through the manhole. But it's not if you like sort of got into anything. And it's not rained. Well, it did rain. It was raining. It was bloody unbelievable, which I think is why the problem. There's definitely something collapsed down there, and I think added to the sheer amount of rainwater that's been flooding through, it's probably got into the sewer, which has caused it to just to rise up. No, not come. In fact, I've not even heard from them, dude. And I've been sat in a queue. I've reset it 3 times on their website. I keep getting disconnected from it. A maggot grenade. Yeah, that's a fucking good idea, dude. That's a really good idea, mate. Because yeah, maggots only eat dead flesh. That's fucking ingenious. I like that. So and just maggots in a some sort of like super maggot in a glass jar, mate. Oh yeah, I like that, dude. That's cool. My dad had it during a flood, Mojo. It was honestly, it was horrendous. The amount of cleaning up that the insurance company had to do, because it's human waste. I mean, it's major biocontamination. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's not really going to affect anything. It was just the smell, mate. I mean, oh fucking Christ! It's almost like you can fucking taste it. Oh, it was so thick and powerful. Oh, it's awful. I mean, the other thing that we've always spoken about as well, wasn't it? You know the hazmat zombies that have kind of like the gas cylinder on their back. I still think that would be a cool idea. It would make no difference to the game. You wouldn't have to hit it. But if you could get the shot on the gas canister on the back of the hazmat dude and it would explode like, you know, like a little hand grenade, take a few of the other zombies out with it, I think that'd just be really cool. You don't have to. You can still shoot it in the face if you want, but if you get that perfect lined up shot, I think that'd be kind of cool. You could even have like military zombies, couldn't you? I mean, I don't know how much room they've got to work with in terms of collision detection, so it's something I can't answer. So it's very easy for us to come up with ideas, but probably a lot different getting them implemented. But you could have a military zombie that actually has like, you know, like a grenade bandolier or something. And then if you can line up that shot on the grenade, boom, take him out. I'm sure they've got all these sorts of ideas themselves. It's very easy for us to sit here, not knowing how to program that in and come up with stuff, but it's a great game. It is a great game. There's no doubt about it.
6 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
How you doing, Hurricane? How you doing, mate? The old horde base is coming on all right, mate. We're doing all right here, Hurricane. How you doing, man? Managed to get your head down. Back. Oh, what's that? You were late for an appointment, Harry? Oh, shit, dude. Sorry, mate. It was a good horde, though, dude. I enjoyed that horde. It just goes to show sometimes it can be fun, even without making, you know, going to all the trouble that Tony did with the super build, but what's that? Grum says he's what? He's fit. Fucking wish I fucking was at the minute, mate. Fucking hell. My knee is fucked at the moment. Absolutely fucked. And it's not, don't seem to be getting any better either. That's what happens when you play too much bloody rugby. Knees. Fucking no chance, man. Stupid ass sport, I tell you. I don't think I know a single rugby player that hasn't actually got some sort of fucked up knee. Hopefully nothing too serious that you missed, Hurricane. Let's get back round. 4 o'clock, let's go. We got a nice little bit of staying out of it, considering we're only there. It's amazing how fast the tunnels come on, look. On your head, son. On your head. What is that? Oh, coal dudes. Holy shit. Well, hopefully that'll be quite a big vein. Yeah, we've already got. Oh, it's gonna turn into lead as well. Look. Well, we've got lead and we've got a little bit of coal. I don't know how far that's gonna flesh out, but. Ooh. You have got a little silver consultation. I thought we'd already had that done, to be honest. Yes, you have got a little silver crown, mate. Thank you for the support, bro. Cheers, mum. 6 months, Saranthian. 6 bloody months, mate. Stones. Stone, sand. There's another. To be honest, James, if you're working on concrete, right? The 2 forges over the hill are obviously providing all the cement. The biggest issue we've got right now, dude, is sand. We're actually, for the first time in a long time, I've actually wanted an auger. But the problem is, even if we were to find one, it's fueling the damn thing because we've not got a shale mine, have we? It's a bit of a pain in the pooper. You alright, who are? I like it. Shuriken. I see what you did there. I like that. God damn it, dude. What is this farmer? Kill any zombie. Shuriken. Shotguns. Toggle activated. You just got a new phone. You went from Droid to iPhone, and you missed the Droid for Twitch. A big difference is the who are. How come the change, mate? Just fancied it? Give the other side a go, or is it one of those work phones where you've been forced into it? I would love to spend some time with it with an iPhone. I really would. I mean, the girlfriend's got an iPhone. But like you know, I've said on many times, there's a big difference between spending an hour fiddling about with it, just thinking, it's all right, to actually living with it day to day. What did you get in the end? The latest and greatest? Oh, see you later, Anthony. Take care, mate. You right, Jimmy? How you doing, fella? Come on, get in the rhythm, dude. We need a nail gun as well, don't we? Don't think I've ever tried it, to be honest, Mojo. I mean, I have to say I'm super impressed with the Twitch app. No problems with it at all. I've got that thing where I think that's a relatively new change, isn't it? You can actually keep the Twitch, if you like, as in video window on your phone at all times, can't you? I mean, like, I know sometimes it seems to trigger another advert occasionally, but I haven't had that for a while. So I need to go back to, if you like, desktop, whatever the fuck it's called. So say to go and look at a contact number or something. I can still see the Twitch window sort of at the top, and I can even move it around. But that was kind of quite neat, though. But the iPhone 8, oh wow, dude, how much did that fucking cost you, Hua? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. Or just maybe not what you paid for it, but how much is an iPhone 8 these days? Not bloody cheap, I reckon. What have you got, Mojo? I think what's the girlfriend got? 6 of it. Is it a 6? I can't remember now. It's certainly not the all singing, all fancy, whatever the latest version is. I think the only way I could get into Apple if I sort of permanently stayed 2 generations behind. That would probably be about the sweet spot pricing, wouldn't it? That might be what she's got, actually, the 6S. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. She's got like the champagne one, champagne gold, whatever it's called. 7's the current. Oh, there is no iPhone 8. $400 more, Jesus. It's the iPhone 7. So the iPhone 7 is the latest. Is that the one where they've removed? Or wasn't there some big hoo-ha about them moving like the 3.5mm jack or whatever the fuck it is? Did that happen? I mean, I don't follow anything Apple really. I'm that far out of the loop on what's what, as you can tell. I think there was, wasn't there some like viral YouTube video that went up showing you how to drill the bottom of your new iPhone 7 so you can get access to the old jack, and like people were actually fucking doing it. There is no headphone jack. Oh, so that is that one. Apparently it's making me come back for the iPhone 8. It doesn't surprise me after the shitstorm that caused. we're nearly done, guys. What have we done behind us? Yeah, we have. I'd love to have a new phone. I would love to have some fancy schmancy fucking iPhone or Samsung thing, but it just wouldn't last fucking 2 minutes, mate. It's an absolute miracle that my A5 is still going, to be honest. It does come with an adapter so you can use your old ones. So if it's hang on, if there's no jack though, how can it have an adapter? I thought that was the whole point. It literally just wasn't. Oh fuck! I thought that was it. It literally just hasn't got a hole in it, right? Oh, we were mining Wentex. Where's that bloody wall? I hate walls. They're so dangerous. Right. Okay. So, technically, we're done. What do you think about doing... Oh, shite. Oh, that is not the noise you want to hear, is it? Attach the flashlight. It's got to be the flashlight that's mullered, isn't it? Yep. God, he's not dead. Fuck. Fuck out. Jesus Christ, dude. What the hell have I just walked into? What the fuck, dude? Suck it, wolf. Damn it, 50 fucking rounds to kill that thing. I hate them. They're a nightmare. Lighting, or shall we do the spikes? Do you think we should do spikes, barbed wire, spikes, barbed wire? Or do you think it would be better to do 3 layers of spikes and then 3 layers of barbed wire? What do you reckon? I think we should stagger them, personally. That shadow on there, that wicked. Look at that. Quite cool. What's that, Blue? You didn't get lunch today. You were too busy to take one. That sucks, bro. I have had... What have I actually had to eat today? Absolutely nothing. Seriously, I've had absolutely nothing to eat all day today. Fuck. I think I've had 3 cups of coffee. That's terrible. That is shocking, in fact. I'll pay the price for that later. I better order something. That's not my bike, is it? No spikes, just what? No. I want to stagger them. I don't want to just have spikes. I want the barbed wire for the first attempt, just to see how that affects things like the boss zombies and things. So no, I'm definitely going to have a mix just while we play about and learn a few things. I think staggered is probably going to be the best bet. Now, lighting-wise, let me just show you what I've got as a possible plan. Let me have a think. You alright, Owen? How you doing? Grum diddly do. That was the biggest pain in the arse, Wolf Tactical Paragon. They are real. I remember in just outside the Love Shack, we got the lake down at the bottom, hadn't we? Which and Tony was building on the other side of it, and there was a wolf there for ages, mate. It was my first death, and they are so persistent in Starvation. Once you've got something like that, it just stays in the area. Even when you take the server down, it remembers where they were. I'll get something later, Advina. I go past it sometimes. I'm alright with my water. Sometimes it helps just to max hydration, doesn't it? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't think about that. These are hot. Oh shit. Bollocks! I forgot about that. Oh, and if we do this, we can't have. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Hadrian, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very, very much, man. Let's get some sub love out there in chat for Hadrian. Thank you so, so much, bro. You can't put doors on angles. That sucks. That sucks completely. Really? No, can't do that either. God damn, everything's starting to go wrong. Thank you very much, Hadrian. Really appreciate that, bro. Have you been on today, Advina? Streetlight 8. Can't do them. Crimes would have to power them. That's the problem, mate. We've gone through that. In Starvation, they removed the toggleable on-off standard lights. We'd have to actually bring power in, which is just unbelievably majorly pain in the arsey, mate. I actually can't think of a way to get into these. We were going to have these as like little areas for melee, weren't we? There's actually just no way to do it, is there? There is no way to get in there. Shit. You'd have to essentially have a door here, wouldn't you? You'd have to knock these 2 blocks out and have a door there. I suppose we could do it on the southwest run. So door there, which is then gonna absolutely and completely fuck up my plan for the lighting. What I could do to simplify it, we can actually have. Let me have a think. Gotta get this right because we essentially want to recreate this in Alpha 16. We just want to get out of the fact that, you know, if it's a shit horde system, tough. We've got a way of working it. What about if we do something like that, right? And then just simply go for 2 spotlights left and right there. They're going to get smashed, aren't they? They're going to get absolutely destroyed. So we could bring that out. We could add in. I don't know what a zombie does if you put in a concrete plate. Let's make a few. Wonder what a zombie would do if you have a concrete plate. Does it count it as 2 blocks high? So say, for example, if I actually going to do this. We can actually use a scrap iron thing, couldn't we? A zombie should jump over this, shouldn't it? That's what I'm thinking. A zombie should jump over it, but not if I put a bloody plate on the top, right? Anybody know? If I do that, what happens with a zombie? I ain't got a clue. Should we go and test it and find out? Let's go and find a Z. I have a feeling it's going to count it as 2 blocks and it's going to start punching it, which means I can't use it. You had a bit of a nap, did you, Advina? I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you. Can hear one. There we go. Come here, mate. Let's get him all limbered up. I was reading a good tip about steaks earlier, Owen. I don't know where I stumbled across it, mate. But I don't know how you sort of cook your steaks. But I have been known to add a little bit of oil to a frying pan Like literally just a little bit, and then just fry it like 30 seconds most on each side. And I was reading something, I don't know where the fuck it was today, about actually just brushing the oil directly onto the steak. I thought that's fucking ingenious. I never even thought of that. Come on, please just jump over it, dude. Please just jump over it. Oh, bollocks. In fact, he doesn't even seem to be trying to get through, which is rather interesting. We just completely glitched the game out. What's that all about, bro? What's that all about? Hang on a minute, geezer. He wasn't even trying to damage it. How bizarre. Well, I jumped over it, but that could just be because... Well, I suppose what I could do, I could just put ramps in, couldn't I? I could just make these all ramps. If we want to make sure that they don't glitch out and make life too easy for ourselves, I could just put a ramp on the other side. So we kind of start... What do you think? Wow. Oh no, there he goes. He's trying, look. I don't know, actually. What do you think? This could actually make it quite good fun and give us half a chance, couldn't it? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm inclined to try it. So we'd countersink a spotlight in there, and we'd have a scrap iron plate on here. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's give it a go. We could always smash it out if it proves to be too easy or too hard. That was quite interesting how we did that. That actually would give us a fighting chance, wouldn't it? Imagine them all like lining up, hundreds of bloody zombies all. I need 2, 4, 6. So I need 5 more plates. And let's go and very quickly grab ourselves a couple of scrap iron plates and 2 spotlights, and we'll have a look. What about just run a beam the length of each direction and have arms that hold it up coming from... We could. The reason I don't want it up on the walls, mate, is because I really, really want to get back into exploding crossbow bolts, mate. I really want exploding crossbow bolts. I love the just the crashing sound and zombies just exploding left and right and bouncing through the air and all that kind of jazz. And let's be honest, exploding crossbow bolts tend to result in lots of player deaths. I think if I did that, King Kamara, I might end up damaging the spotlights too regularly. And the whole point in this place really is to just provide us with just in case the new Horde system isn't all we were hoping it was going to be. This is just a way to come up with something that may just give us a little bit of crazy active, let's pew pew all the zombies fun, without having to put too much effort into it. Like all things Grumbul, what starts off as a simple corridor this morning has now turned into some epic fucking Death Star build. Concrete. Has James got any more concrete? No. Right, so I'm going to need some iron. We're going to want 2 of those, aren't we? Can't think where those spotlights were. Can have a little play with it. 13% food's no good. 5 blocks above the... Oh, you mean like... So, more like a floodlight system. Yeah, we could try that. Yeah, it might be an easier system. Enable us to get it established a bit faster. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, mate. Oh, crap. Let's just go and see what this looks like, because it might look like a big sack of crap anyway. I'm not actually sure if I want to enclose it. I think originally I literally wanted it with no escape, no nerd poling out or anything like that. I just kind of had the idea that we actually have a ramp on the outside, which we can't really do now because we've got a cross. But essentially, you would ramp in, drop down into a hatch, and that's it. You are stuck. There is no fucking way out at all. We might have to come up with some sort of walkway system though, so that we can actually place spikes and or barbed wire back down there. Because obviously we're going to have to put those in. I think you can reach 3, can't you? So technically if it's doing 3 barbed wire and 3 spikes, we probably could just reach. Oh, it's not a ramp, is it? I was going to do a wheelie. Okay, let's get these in then. I quite like that. Yeah. Oh shit, what happened then? Oh, popped it. It's going to cast that. A really nice light, I think, down that corridor. Definitely need to enclose it, don't we? Oh yeah, I like it. I like it all. That's sweet. That is sexy, mate. And then, I mean, ultimately, I'd like to think that we don't need any spikes. I'd really like to think we can get to the point where spikes just don't even come into play. But I think for the first test, definitely allow spikes. So spikes, ramp. I mean, to be honest, mate, all this is one fuck up with a police zombie, and we're fucked. and if we don't stop the boss zombies getting in, we're fucked. So I suppose what I could do, I could put ladders on here, yeah. So each face could have ladders here. That will enable us to get into the manual. Also, sorry, the melee pits. Obviously, that's going to have to be patched up. Do we just go for a door here? It's going to be really hard because these are all going to be ramps, aren't they? I just can't see how we're going to get a door. In fact, we're not going to get a door, are we? There's just no way to do it. We might have to ditch the melee pit idea. Anyone got any idea? See, the plan was, obviously... Let's have a look. I need to go and get another drink. This is horrible. They can come at us from all 4 directions. So that's going to be interesting in its own right. That's what it's essentially going to look like, isn't it? I'm going to put a roof across it. We're going to drop in through a hatch in the middle. And you drop in. That's it. Once you're in, that's it. You're fucking in. But what I was thinking of doing... I don't know. I'm not sure. You're right, Serenity. What was that? Oh, sorry, what's that mirror? Door at the top of the ramp. Yeah, what, here? Sorry, here. I think when it glitch out, because I don't think it'll let us get through, will it? Might have to crouch in, do you think? Because we're actually on a single ramp section, aren't we? Got nice visibility, and you can still get up here and get your headshots down on anything that's down there. Not that I think you're ever going to have a chance to do that, but we can go up on the wall. We can be hitting them in the head with melee weapons. Everyone's got a lane each. I mean, you've got 1, 2. You've sort of got 3 easy lanes, haven't you? Both taking up a couple of blocks. So you're not overlapping fire too much. Twitch on the PlayStation 4 is being a jerk at the moment. It just said Grum's broadcast has ended. Still here, I promise, mate. I like to have a ramp on the outside with a jump gap to a catwalk with a jump gap to the street. Yeah, I mean, all I was thinking of, in order to get up there, mate, to be honest, I was going to have... These weren't going to be here, this wall, but we've tested it. It's got to be there. So I was just going to have, like, a ramp going up. You just jump onto it. But what I'll probably do is put ladders here. The downside to that is... we are going to have to leave a gap at the bottom, because what we don't want is zombies clambering up it and ending up on the roof. Not that they'll cause us any bother. It's just going to be a pain in the arse having them up there. We don't want them up there, do we? I just still can't think of a way in. I mean, like you said, we could put a door in here. Open the door and run in, couldn't you? It would be nice to have an area where you can go into panic mode and sort of then run through and go back into another one and running around like a bunch of headless chickens. Give it a go. I think you'll be able to get in. You'll just have to duck to get in, won't you? Which will add to the chaos, I suppose. It's not necessary, this part, to be honest. I mean, what I was thinking, and I don't know how you feel about this, right? In order to, let's just say the new horde system is a big sack of crap, right? What about if, right? We keep these doors here like this, yeah? And in each one of these, we put 6 forges in each quadrant. And on Horde Night, we light all 6 forges in all 4 quadrants to just generate a heat map that is just fucking insane. Nothing to stop us doing that, is there? As long as we put a solid floor down, they're not going to spawn in there, are they? 24 forges running. Oh, you can just go through. Perfect. Oh, actually, because technically you're dropping into it, aren't you? Oh, I like it. Yeah, let's do it, mate. Let's do it. Yeah, that's perfect. So a door on each side. We only need one on the west to east run then. Yeah? That doesn't affect anything. We can make them out. We'll just make them out of like, in fact, how much iron did I bring? 2651. Let's upgrade that to a metal one so it looks a little bit... Oh, fucking forged iron. Only downside is we are going to need a metric shit ton more concrete if we want to do it all in concrete, which we don't have to. We could just use wooden blocks in here, guys. But there is absolutely no requirement in here to have this as concrete, is there? Do we not make it overly complicated? Not for now, right? Let's not worry about it. Let's use the existing concrete to get the roof on. So we'll just use a wooden floor in there, as long as it's player placed. Oh, we'll definitely use concrete blue, Alan. We will definitely upgrade it, but we don't need to now, can we? We can use a wooden floor and just hack it out when we need to. How you doing, Avrand? Well, the reason that I'm going to have to put... what I don't want is zombies spawning in here, mate. At the moment, a zombie could spawn in here, which we definitely don't want, because it's just going to cause... It doesn't add any danger. It just means that we're going to end up with concrete blocks getting mullered, and it's just more repair time. So if I'm going to stick a shitload of forges in here, I want the zombies spawning outside of this, essentially this giant-ass square build, don't we? That's the only reason, Mirror. We could use hay bales to soak up the blood. Right, sorry, man. I just for one split second I thought, oh yes, it's 7 Trent, and it's bloody not. I think the latest they come out is probably something like 8 o'clock or something like that, I think. Does the spawn still happen if you dig down 4 to 5 layers? Yeah. They'll spawn on any original block. So digging down doesn't stop them spawning. But they won't spawn on a player-placed block that, well, technically, outside of... well, as long as it's not a perma-spawn point, which basically all city blocks are. You alright, Miss C-Star? How you doing, mate? How'd you not get anything spawned inside the tunnels? What do you mean, as in the underground mines? I don't know, they just don't spawn underground, do they? No zombie will spawn underground, from what I know. I mean, I could put a giant roof over original land blocks. Like, yeah, I could put a big roof over there that'd still spawn on the grass. But if I dig a tunnel through there, then they won't. I sort of see where you're going with that, actually, mate. I can see your thinking, your thought process there. You had a pretty shit day, but it wasn't a bad day, Z-Star. In the sense of, as much as it was unpleasant, it was okay. And you had a good outcome, so I'm pleased to hear that, mate. I suppose that if you think about it, Mirror, if you build... They'll always spawn. I suppose think of them as dropping from the sky, right? If the zombie spawn drops from the sky, it will always land. If it drops from the sky, it technically would land on a original block. It can spawn. If it drops from the sky and lands on a player-placed block, it can spawn. So what happens when you build a tunnel is the tunnel goes through here. So a zombie still drops down, it lands on... Hello? It essentially spawns, but it spawns above you, Mirror, which is why we sometimes get screamers in the tunnels. Well, above the tunnels, which then causes chaos. If I was to build a tunnel and then eventually make it open to the air, it would spawn in the tunnel. But it's no longer a tunnel. It's just open air, isn't it? So you can explain it quite easily, really. Think of the spawn as a drop. Thank you very much for the follow there. I've missed who that was. You've got me deep in thought, Mirror. Did I just miss someone? Brianna316. I'm so sorry, mate. I was really proper deeply ensconced in Mirror's question on that one. Yeah, I can explain it in my own head, Mirror. I've probably done an awfully terrible job at articulating my explanation, but yeah, I understand how it works in my head, I think. Actually, this would also, I suppose in this build, maybe we should leave it open. You know, maybe we shouldn't put a roof on it, guys, because if we're using this as future-proofing or at least as a test for Alpha 16, we want vultures to be able to get us, don't we? I actually don't think we should put a roof on it, guys. And we've also, and then we've also got the problem that spider zombies can get to us. Yeah. Yeah. We actually don't want a roof, do we? A roof would be a bad idea. I kind of want a roof. I think it would look better, but I think we'd lose. How wide are these? They're 7 and 7, so 14. So I want to. Shit, I've run out of concrete. Oh, bollocks. See, at the moment, a spider zombie could come running in, he'll clamber up and over, and he's in, isn't he? Yeah, I like it. What's that? Sorry, not a full reef grim, just walkways over the trenches. Yeah, because I touched on that earlier, didn't I? In fact, let's just go and have a look at range on that. I'm thinking of just having like simple, like actual catwalks, because they might look quite nice anyway. Metal catwalks. Can I place? Can place blocks. Look, I can't pick them back up. Does that mean I can repair them? We can. If I was to put a walkway here. Oh shit, how are we actually going to repair this shit, guys? I've got no idea how we're going to repair it. We need to put a bit of thought into that one. I'm sure we can come up with a plan. We'll see in a bit, Miss C-Star. Have some nice nosh, mate. Actually, you know what? I wonder if... Let me just try something. I wonder if you can reach through the scrap iron plates to turn the... That's a shame. Acts as a solid block, doesn't it? Hello, Missy Star's mom. How are you doing? Hugs and kisses back. Nice to meet you. Oh, goodness gracious me. I nearly swore like a trooper then, but now I know Miss Z-Star's mom's watching. I'm going to have to watch my P's and Q's now. That was a Daphne, the cheeky little rascal. Go murderer. I've got the scurvy as well. Look. Oh, I think she's killed herself. No, I can hear her. I can hear her. Wow, because she's... Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, she's a... Oh, no, you don't think we've got one stuck in the tunnel again, do you? Oh, we must have. I bet there's one in one of these holes, look. Oh my god, that's a dog, dude. Why is it... Oh, no, I'm bleeding. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh, mate. She must still be alive, right? We got anyone near base? James, you over here, mate? We might have a bit of a problem, James. It's getting dark as well, isn't it? What? Oh, come on. Oh, what? Really, dude? Did you just shoot me in the face, James? You did, didn't you? You just shot me in the face, mate. Unbelievable. Who needs help like this, right? Unbelievable, bro. I'm pretty sure there is... Oh, my God. I'm pretty sure there is still a screamer. So, you're on TV, Z-Stars mom. You're on TV, mate. So you know we can all see you, don't you? Nice dressing gown. I don't think there's anyone there. It's at this point I literally can see Z-Star's mom is wearing a dressing gown and just did an absolute complete WTF moment. And pulled it closely tight around her. What? Cheeky rascal, Z-Star. Unbelievable, James. I can't believe you shot me in the face, mate. I mean, that is like Tony levels of nonsense, that is, man. That is not karma. That is just crap aim. What's that, Serenity? You just tried on your new uniform for your job. I look like something out of Max and Paddy in Rosanova. You do realise you're going to have to send us some bloody pictures of that, mate. Oh, dearie me. 9,000 concrete. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. Nice. Top banana, James. It's nice to know someone's pulling their weight. You know, unlike arrogant. Waiting for your most favourite activity. I'm going to assume that means eating calamari while drinking a margarita in a hammock. Calamari. Right, okay. Let's just make sure... Oh! Oh, I actually thought I'd fall into the spikes then. Really? I'm full on. We're never going to use that. It keeps picking it up. God damn it, dude. Really? Come on, sir. Stop messing around. No. No. Yes and yes. It's alright, James. I know you're on concrete production. I'll worry about all this, alright? You just, you know, go and join Arican in the pub. Where was my mini bike? Can hear another one. I can't actually hear another one. Let's get out of it. It's too late to worry about it. Where's the mini bike? James, did you take the bike in, dude? She wants the grub. This can be arranged. Miss Sea Star's mom. You're having some calamari tonight, are you, Fortune? Oh, very nice. Very nice. I'm not sure what to have later. That is definitely a Daphne. Come on, James. Really, mate? You didn't see this little rascal? What's he like? We need some new hired help, I think. I think I actually managed to miss her. Oh my lord. Get out of here. The hell? We're at, oh my god, everything's going wrong. I've been very complimentary of you, actually, Arakan, but now you're back being a knob, I'll revert back to normal. Have you heard about Sharikan, by the way? Has anyone told Arakan about Sharikan? Well, we'll let Mojo tell him about that. Good luck, by the way, Arakan. Our thoughts are with you, mate. Glad you're being brave. Got to follow your heart, mate. You got to follow your heart. Pictures of Fool's calamari. What could be better when you chow down on some Aldi beans on toast, right? Oh, delish. Came back with like some really weird stuff there. Like a bit of a mishmash of nothing important. What's this? PSG 1 extended mag. We kind of want one of those, don't we? I seriously and desperately want a PSG sight. Like really desperately. We're gonna want that. Put that away. Stone can go back in the crafting box. Right, health. That's the most important thing right now because we are dangerously we're like at 50% health, which is just crazy, mate. Let's have a painkiller and let's also grab some goldenrod. Are you on the server at the minute, Arakan? What time is it there for? If you got, I'm a little bit like that myself, mate, because I was, I can't go out because we've been waiting for the 7 Trent guy. I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to be seeing him or her today, right? It's not looking particularly likely, is it? It's a good game, Blue. I mean, what made you stop playing it? Did something else come along, or was it you just like? I mean, a lot of people took a break. I suppose over the last couple of 3 months in particular, because Alpha 16, you know, everyone's like really excited for it. And I suppose even on the big servers, you get to a point where anything new, you kind of think, well, I'd rather do it in Alpha 16 and not lose it. I mean, I certainly didn't want to start another big build after we finished the Sphinx. But to be honest, we could easily have done something else. I genuinely didn't think Alpha 16 was going to take this long to roll out. I've got no problem with it taking this long. I just didn't think it would. I mean, we're coming on 9 months, I think, total, aren't we? From what we were saying in chat yesterday. Where's all the concrete then, mate? You said you made 9,000. I can only see 3. Is this like James maths, is it? And actually, why do we want this? Tell you what, we could make like a load of... What's the next thing that we really need to do? I mean, we've got another horde in 2 days, so there's no way... Oh no, sorry. 49's the next one. We've got 4 days, haven't we? Upstairs in the mixers. Right, nice one, dude. Yeah, that's not 9,000, is it, mate? Oh, have you got faster crafting, James? Let me just stop that, right? And let me just put this. That was 15 minutes, wasn't it? Oh, I can make it in half the time, dude. Oh, 11 minutes 29. 5 minutes 45. Is there any reason why they're in all these little weird piles, mate? What have you been doing down here, James? There we go. Bish bash bosh, nice one, dude. Bish bash bosh, bish bash bosh. I like my little bedroom here. Quite nice, isn't it? Grum can't do maths. What are you on about? You right, heavy drinker? I'd like to encourage you lot to get off your arse and vote next month. Vote for what next month? Depends on what the link is, heavy drinker. What are you trying to get us to vote for? Seems a bit rude telling us to get off our arse. What are we voting for and who are we voting for? Oh yeah, I went all 5, James. I went all 5, mate. It's amazing the difference, isn't it? I mean, jeez. Link is to register to vote. Vote what? There's only one vote we're interested in, and that's that one right there, mate. $140 in his Windows 230 to 430. That's not a bad window, actually, for something like that. 2-hour slot. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, 3 and 23. We worked this out, didn't we? It was 7 and 14. So if we make 28, so if we make 5 more of those, it's 2, and then I'm going to want another 14, and that should be enough plates then, shouldn't it? So if I also go and make 2, 4, 6 scrap iron gates, take those. Scrap gates, 2, 4, 6 of those. Also one. Oh, damn, we're going to be one shot spotlight. Sure, that's a shame. We'll easily find. What's that? What the English, as in the British general election? Why would we want to do that? We don't really need a link heavy. If anyone's actually going to vote in the UK, you're talking about the one on the 8th of June. I'm sure anyone who's going to be voting is more than capable of figuring out where their local polling station is, which actually reminds me, I need to sort out 6 of those fucking things. British politics. Most boring politics on the planet. Old Therese will win it by Is it actually a full general election on the 8th? I'm getting confused now. I'm from bloody Australia. Stop saying that, mate. I don't know why people think I'm from the UK. I told you. Look, I'm an Aussie through and through, mate. I don't believe a word of it. We do. We were trolling you, heavy drinker. We were... Well, why are you going around Twitch encouraging people to vote in the general election? Is this like something very dear to your own heart, is it? It seems a very strange thing to be doing, sir. I'm pretty sure most people who are eligible to vote know about it. Aussie women are very promiscuous. Just dangle a shrimp on the Barbie, mate. You feel quite strongly about this then, Serenity, yeah? They literally give no fucks, yeah. They literally, myself included, to be quite honest, every drinker. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes in politics, mate. What will be, will be. It's a strange attitude to have. I'm not like that in most things in life, but when it comes to British politics, I literally could not give less fucks. I really couldn't. I will stand by my principles and with literally uphold my right, my right not to vote for any of them. I'll let people that give a flying fuck vote, you see. I don't see the point in voting if you don't give a shit, if you don't believe any of it. If there's no candidate that I'm interested in, then why should I vote? It makes no sense, does it? No, why would I want to do that? I don't want to. I'm not going to vote for someone that I don't agree with. I'm not going to vote for someone just because they're the least hated person. I don't hate anyone, so it wouldn't come down to that anyway. I literally could not give a flying toss, mate. I really couldn't. I'm not going to vote for someone that I don't actually support. And I don't support any of them. So therefore, I won't vote. This is how many fucks I give, look. This is what I call the no fucks dance. You're right, Cara Doyle, how you doing, man? If fucks could fly, does that mean they could swim also? Someone tell me if that's a ban-worthy YouTube link. Actually, I'd strongly suggest you don't even bother clicking on it, to be quite honest. I'm alright, guys. Yeah, it's coming on alright, mate. The you know, the horde base, it's actually coming on alright, dude. Doesn't look too bad. It's quite interesting that someone called Heavy Drinker that's got a Beverly Hills 90210 fucking code is wandering around Twitch encouraging people to vote, but asking them to vote for the people they hate the least. I don't think I've ever come across a troll quite so weird as that. I mean, that's actually almost involves some effort. So, I mean, like, I think we should give him 7 out of 10. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm quite bewildered by that one. Been lurking while working, have you, Cara Dwayne? A worker lurker. They're the best sort of lurkers, mate. Well, you are a bit of a troll. I mean, the definition of a troll is really someone that comes into, I suppose, a chat and just talks a load of bollocks, mate. Which, to be quite honest, I think you pretty much fit the bill. You definitely put a tick in my ballot box, mate. Oh, Jesus Christ, James. I was looking away then. I wonder what that was, dude. I thought there was a bloody zombie down there. Put the bottle down and back the fuck up, dude. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What did I come back for? I need a new pickaxe, don't I? Let's see if Arakan's actually been doing his job. I think he probably has, to be fair to him. Completed weapons or completed tools? Looking at tools. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm not sure how much longer I can carry on with this, guys. I think Grub may need some fucking kip in a minute. May the force be with you. See you later, heavy drinker. We'll see you later, mate. We'll see you later. Sort of lost the will to live now after that. Do you vote, Mojo? I used to vote, dude. I always used to put my tick in a box. But I don't anymore, mate. Like I said, it's not because I'm not interested. To be honest, 9 times out of 10, I don't have time to really listen to it all anyway. But I just came to the conclusion that there wasn't really anybody that kind of really wholeheartedly had the opinions that I do. So I don't think I've voted for a while now. When do you start, Serenity? You tried to always put my tick in a box too. Well, I agree to that. I agree to a point, Mojo. But again, it feels like sometimes people are very one sort of sided in that. I mean, I can complain when things go tits up. If no single party actually has, well, I suppose an agenda that matches my own. To be honest, Mojo. So I can't agree with that, dude. I mean, I shouldn't have to vote. There's no such thing as the lesser of two evils when it comes to that sort of thing. If no party has a full-blown agenda with which I 100% agree with, then I can moan. I haven't got any options. And I mean, I think I'm entitled to speak my mind on political stances that, that no party will cover. I just don't feel like any party right now really caters for what I feel should happen. So it's kind of quite difficult, I don't know, Mojo. I think in the past that parties that have covered much more of what I felt. I mean, I used to be like very heavily sort of Tory, I suppose, orientated in my political viewpoints. And now things just seem really washy in the Tory party, to be honest, man. It has been for a long time. I think they've slipped all outside of the comfort zone. Like, I mean, I'm not saying 100%. I mean, obviously not. Like you quite rightly say, there's never going to be, I suppose, a political party, unless it's your own, that completely agrees with your stance on all factors here in the UK for me. But at the moment, they all seem to just talk complete bollocks. I don't think any of them have got a fucking clue how to get us out of the shit that we're in. I think we're beyond the point of return in the UK, mate. I think it's just gone tits up, like completely tits up. I don't think we'll ever recover, to be honest. I would very dearly like to leave the UK. I really would. I would very much like to leave this country. I don't think it's ever going to be what it used to be. I don't think it's. It doesn't feel like a safe country anymore. It doesn't seem like a nice place to grow up. I don't know about trust. It's not about trust, though. They're politicians. They've got a really tough job to do. They're always going to have to, make really difficult choices. It's just that they always flip-flop and promise things that, perfect well can never happen. Especially, I've got quite strong opinions on the NHS, for example. And the emergency services in particular. And I don't think any of the parties, to be quite honest, have got a grip on reality in any way, shape or form on those two agendas, to be honest. Well, Mojo, I completely agree. I mean, if I was to vote, it would remain Conservatives. It probably would do, mate. I've never actually voted Labour. But I also have missed elections where I've refused to vote for the Conservatives, to be honest. But yeah, I agree. Yeah. So sometimes all you actually want is a strong leadership. At least you know things are going to get done, or at least you've got half a chance of things getting done. You might not always agree with them, but at least we can have some sort of reform, can't we? Miss Piggy? What are you on about, Miss Piggy? What the hell? Theresa May does not look like Miss Piggy. That's horrible. What's that, Scar? After a 7-day server is created, does it take a while to show on the list? Yes, it can, Scan. Yes, it can, mate. Especially if it's just booting up and it's a heavily modded one. Our Starvation server can sometimes... This one, it timed it on the reboot earlier today, and it actually took nearly 5 minutes to show up, mate. It's a very slow boot up on Starvation. Ukrainka Psycho fan, you live in Poland, do you? What's it like over there? I mean, there's a lot of legislation I really don't know enough about, and I don't care about it. You know, there's only certain things that I really care about when it comes to a political party and their agenda, and I've just mentioned like 2 of the big ones for me. I think it's been a long time since I've genuinely actually felt like someone... They always talk about throwing money at things, and either it's just an completely inadequate amount of money, or they're just not seeing the long-term picture, or they're not really explaining where the bloody money's coming from in the first place. And you know perfectly well where the money's going to come from. And it just seems like we're spiraling. I mean, the NHS is in deep trouble. Like, it's going to get in a lot more trouble very, very soon. I mean, salaries are just completely sickening in this country for the NHS. Very scary stuff. Were you a big Thatcher fan, Mojo? I bet you were, weren't you? My dad was a massive Thatcher fan. Those days, mate. What was that dude that you always used? My dad always used to bang on about him. The second he showed his face on TV, my dad went into some sort of like instant rage. Oh, God. I don't know, because it wasn't really around. Oh, who was it? So, remember the mining kerfuffle? It's terrible to call it a kerfuffle. It was life-changing for most of the country. Arthur Scargill. Is it Arthur Scargill? Scargill. Arthur Scargill. I think, in fact, wasn't he a ginge, mate? Wasn't he a ginge politician? My dad only had to catch a sniff of Arthur Scargill on TV, and that was it. It was all-consuming rage, mate. You're a Labour voter, are you, Doc? Thatcher didn't take any shit. She was scary, mate. She was scary. They did, didn't they do a film? Basically like Thatcher back in the day. It's quite a big budget film, wasn't it? That's basically it, mate. I think that's pretty much what my dad would have said, mate. Yeah. It's just so, what was it? What Cruella de Vil or whatever her name was, wasn't it? Welcome back, Nina. You all right, mate? How you doing? Have you had a nice day? What was that one that we could give her the Bojangles theme tune, Z-Star? I think Feathers has got that. 8th of June. Wow. Well, I know Zaranthian's got it. Zaranthian's definitely got it. I can dig it out for you if you want, Z-Star. Cruella de Vil. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever actually watched 101 Dalmatians. Seriously, I don't think I've ever actually seen it. I've certainly seen bits of it, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the whole film. Oh, it's 5:23. God damn it. No, we're talking about the Bojangles MP4 fortune. It's already been done. It's out there in the wild. Was that who played it? Glenn Close? Cruella de Vil? Ah, you can't beat The Lion King. Best film ever. Well, best Disney film. Ooh. And then. Right, okay. Let's just go and very quickly do the lights. I just want to see what that looks like once all four sides are set. Oh, god damn it. Do I actually go? It's okay. Bring that in. Tell you what, I'll pop that in there for now. Give James that little lot. Okay, so we have got everything we need. It's a shame we're not going to have time to stockpile ammo. Because, I mean, technically, she is operational, isn't she? Well, once the lights... Oh, hang on. I need to do the barbed wire. Sorry. We need the A-frame barbed wire, don't we? Are you getting on all right with it, Ghost? Oh, brilliant, dude. Brilliant. You're right, hell to the beer. What's that? Destiny on Battle.net. What's that all about? What are you playing with it, Ghost? I'm going to assume 7 Days to Die, but... I know, I don't know about the foxes in London, mate. I do like foxes, though. I really do like foxes. Oh my god! Dudes, there was a little robin earlier that came hopping inside. Like, actually came inside. It was all poorly. I had to kill it. I know that's awful, but he was mullered, mate. It was actually like really poorly. I actually had to kill it. How sad is that? But he couldn't fly, he couldn't do anything. And his like mouth was like permanently open, as if he was like gasping for breath. Isn't that so sad? Like a little robin. It was so cute as well. Looked like it had got all stuff coming out of it. It had obviously been attacked. It looked proper dishevelled, poor little thing. What about that? I think I've tried to blank that memory out of my head, actually. Poor little thing. Little robin red. Oh, no. Did I turn the lights on? Yeah, we did. Jesus. That was lucky. Oh, I just boarded it all up without putting the spotlights on. Destiny 2 PC on Battle.net, not on Steam. I don't know what you're saying, Hale. I'm not sure what you mean here, mate. So as in Destiny 2 isn't going to be sold through Steam at all? You'll only be able to get it on... Oh, that's not good. You'll only be able to purchase it through Battle.net? What the hell? I'm so confused, mate. Have they released, is the new footage out today? Is it like one of the big press releases today, mate? What did it happen here as well, look? That's a bit like pigeons, mate. I hate the city centre here. The pigeons literally, I swear to God, right? If they thought they could get away with it, they'd land on your shoulder. They're terrifying. Hate them. But pigeons are proper evil. Is Manimal not willing to leave the house again, Advina? He's not poorly, is he? He's got no excuse a second time, surely. I mean, you can't let him get away with this. Manimal, what are you playing at, mate? Blizzard's partnered with both companies. I didn't even know that, mate. Are they? Wow. Just announced it. Oh, wow. That's mad, isn't it? Jesus. So, game over for Steam, then. Well, for Destiny 2, anyway. Quite interested in it, Hale. I am looking forward to it. We actually spoke about it earlier today as well. It would definitely entice me back into Destiny 2. I was very surprised at the decision that it wasn't going to be like a carry-on, if you like, you know, a continuation of your character. I always thought that just sucked horribly. But I know a couple of you have had a natter on Discord. It sort of does make sense, you know, if they want to breathe fresh blood into it and, you know, get everyone back in on a level playing field. I can see it. I think if I, however, was a long-term Destiny 1 player, I probably would feel a little bit good that I wasn't going to be starting with some sort of... I mean, I don't know. Some sort of advantage. I was going to say even if it was something cosmetic, but... You know, if I'd been a loyal fan and stuck around throughout, you know, all the ups and downs of Destiny's progress and all the DLC and all the hoo-ha and everything... I think it would be kind of nice that I did get something, but I didn't, so it doesn't really bother me. But it's going to be amazing to see that on PC. Oh, wow. It's a bloody good looking game anyway, isn't it? Right, I need to make some more of those. So 3 more concrete plates. And then we're sort of done, aren't we? We could actually have a horde here. Go make the barbed wire. Now, what do we need for barbed wire? Is it just normal iron, or is it... Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's cheap as chips, look. Cheap as chips. Right, okay. What do you think? Do you think we've got the start of a potentially functioning horde base? Or do you think it's going to be an unmitigated disaster? I'm sort of hoping for the latter in many ways, but I think we'll leave this as our entrance. I really should have left that one as the entrance, seeing as it's closest to the base. I'll tell you what I will do. I will knock out these 2 blocks as well. It was horrible, Dart. It was sad about the Robin, mate. It was sad. I did think about ringing the RSPCA. I'm going to be honest. It would have been pointless. And I didn't want it to suffer for any longer, so... Activision. Isn't it called Activision Blizzard? Is that not the full title of the company now, or...? You were playing The Walking Dead some days tonight on Ark, although need to redo the layout on Ark because I couldn't find yours. I definitely found it yesterday, guys. I'll tell you what I'll do, mate. I'll boot the game up and I'll leave it on over the weekend. Because you have to, in order to upload a profile, and I have changed it since I last uploaded it, you have to have played the game for 15 minutes. It's kind of like a built-in fail-safe to stop you spamming the community. I'll get it up for you, mate. Because I actually really like... I much prefer my Ark control scheme to the original control scheme I had for 7 days. It works really well, dude. And you're going to have clans as well. Nice.
Stream has been up for 3 hours, 11 minutes.
Is she excited?
41 seconds.
You know, does she know it's getting closer? It must be a really exciting time in your family right now, mate. You check the boxes. I think you put 200 barbed wire stuff in there. Oh, nice one, dude. What the A-frames, I reckon? Have you already made them? All right, I'll check them. Did I just miss something in chat? I did, didn't I? The foxes round here are not like that. The foxes round here have got a lot braver over the last 12 months, though. There's definitely a shift in something out there because they've been getting a lot braver. In fact, we've actually seen a fox. It was probably 3-4 weeks ago at most that actually came right up to the big window, big patio window at the back of the house. That's like while we were sitting in the lounge, if you like. And lots of dead hedgehogs. I probably shouldn't say that on a stream, Dark. Swift and painless, mate. They're not foxes, they're dingoes. Yeah, we're going back in a sec. I just thought we might as well finish this off, get a couple of doors in. I'll remember to bring the iron and forged iron over next time as well. I'm not convinced whether it's not quicker just to make this, to be fair. It probably is, isn't it? It's probably less resources. Let's go. Let's go. For those of you that play 7 Days to Die a lot, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this? Seriously. Did you think it's going to work? I'm not worried about whether or not we die. Do you actually think it's going to work? Do you think they will be forced into these kill lanes or not? I had high hopes earlier, and I'm starting to wonder. And there's no real way to test it, short of setting up those forges, right? It'd be a shame if it doesn't, because I'll tell you what, we could really play about with something like this. With the rotating blade traps, that you know, things like the turrets. I mean, it could be a lot of fun. It really could. What's that, James? What happened, dude? He's been murdered. Yeah, Robins are gorgeous, mate. I like my little Robin. You got no idea how tired I am, Sky, honestly, mate. I am absolutely shattered today. Absolutely shattered. My eyes are burning as well. The thing is, I've got to stay up because I got to wait at 7:30. I know 7 Trent aren't coming, so I'm stuck here anyway, mate. So I thought we'd get the stream up and have a tinker about with it. I feel we've actually made some pretty decent progress, haven't we, tonight? So take care, Doc. Look after yourself, mate. Probably catch you tomorrow. He's a tiny little old guy. Gutted, mate. Gutted. God damn 7 Trent. What a letdown. What a letdown. I had really high hopes for tonight as well. Thought I'd be able to ring the girlfriend and say, it's all been fixed. Everything's okay. Grum's done it. But no. No. Which box, Eric? Are you there, mate? Where would you put? Where would I put A-frames? we haven't got like a special box, have we? That shouldn't. You did put some stuff in that, didn't you? No, it's not in there. There's also a chance it was back at the Red Mesa facility. Ah, right. So it might not. I was going to say, I mean, I can't think. What's that noise? James, have you gone mad, dude? Seriously? I think you need a sanity check, dude. I can hear someone laughing. I'll tell you what, let me go and get some forged iron. And we can make the 2 doors. And we're also going to need to take some just basic forged iron over. Just burn some up. Hello? Jaika! Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Much appreciate it. Thank you kindly. How you doing? I was going to ask how your week's going. It's nearly over. It's Friday tomorrow. I've gone mad. I died from dehydration as I opened a box with 4 water in it. Gutted. Gutted. I'd rather... What's that? I would have said a curry rather than a tandoori, but I know Grumbul well enough that he's going to have the sauce all over him if it ain't dry food during a stream. Yeah, right there, mate. I'll tell you what I could have. Shish kebab. I reckon shish kebab would be good stream food, Sky. I could just pop the sausage in my mouth. It would be gorgeous. I'm alright, thanks, Giacomo. I'm alright, mate. Very, very tired, though. It's been a very long day. I've been waiting in this evening for a man to come round, or a lady. They've not shown. Which means I'm going to have to do the same thing tomorrow. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to come around right as we start Alien Isolation. And then I'm going to have to turn them away. And then wait a week. How rude. Right, I'll tell you what. If we take that and make 2 doors. Right, so hard metal doors. Bang them out. It's not going to be more than 20, is it? So if I take that... was there anything else that we wanted? We can't find Arakan's stuff, so I just don't think it's over here, to be honest. Do I waste this? Let's just make them. Because if Arakan has got another batch, we'll just use them as reserves. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 7. It's going to be 21 per side, isn't it? 7, 14, 21, and we're going to want 4 of those. So we're going to want that doubled up to 42. I did make quite a lot of spikes, so they should be good to go. And these don't take long to make either, look. Oh, this is going to be so cool. You're right, Jessica. What's that, Hot Plum? How you doing? I think once we've got the Horde base sort of, or at least the battleground reasonably established, I'm going to head out and get shale because we need it for fuel and I really want to repair the asphalt. And that'll be a nice little run out, won't it? These things are so easy to bang out. Let's do one side in its entirety. Oh, we are so dead. We are so dead. Maybe we don't overly sort of complicate this. I'm not sure how I can possibly do a catwalk system that would enable us to initiate repairs without it just being a massive pain in the butt, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I mean, that's all we're allowed. It doesn't seem like a lot looking at it like that, does it? It is. Oh god, oh yeah, actually something we've not taken into account is, don't forget, in Alpha 16 you're actually going to have zombie multipliers per person, aren't you? So if we think it's bad now, oh my god, that's a good point. Really? Drop, dude, give me the drop, right? You already dropped it. What the hell? Oh, I can see it. Oh, god damn it. Let's get it. It's probably not as far as it looks, but I have a horrible feeling there's a big stretch of water over there. Is that it? He's not checked for bloody termites in that amount of time, mate. Oh no, it's on the other side of the... Oh, that sucks, mate. Or is it going to be a water one? Oh, it's a water one. Oh, come on, bro. Right in the middle. Get out of it, douche. Thank you. Let me just put a load of essence on there. Grab that so we don't get the flu. Bish, bash, bosh. No, the thing is, Wento, I can't think of a way of doing it that, one, it's going to look good, and two, it's actually going to make any difference, to be honest. They're only 6 deep, so we can pretty much reach from them. We can just like nerd pole up from one side, either the central side or the tunnel side, and just, you know, just sort out repairs from there. I don't see what's to be gained from using catwalks, to be honest. See, it feels like we'd be overcomplicating it. Well, we can maybe do it later if you want to make it look pretty, but how are we going to get in? Oh, that's a... Well, I'll be honest, the antibiotics are probably worth it, as are the aspirin, but... I suppose we'll do the ladder system that I suggested then. So each tunnel will have a set of ladders on the outside, 1 block missing from the ground, and we'll just like walk along the edge and drop down, yeah? That'll do us. What? You actually had to touch the screen. Oh, mate, that's nasty. What did he actually do? Serious question, Fortune. So you've had a termite inspector, yeah? I mean, if he was there for like 5 minutes, what did he actually do? It doesn't sound like a particularly invasive termite check, really. Did he just put his ear against the wall? He had a flashlight, he looked under the cabinets and glanced in the corners. Literally, that is it. Well, we'll assume he knows his job better than we do. That probably cost someone $300, mate. That is a lot of wolves. Two wolves there and 1 wolf back near where we were. Right, back. Actually, should we see if it works? Some zombies. Can I make that jump? Oh yes, nice, mate. Let's see if it works, guys. So we'll be sitting here shooting at them like that. Yeah, they're coming around the corner, lads. They're coming around the corner. I like it. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Pushing Arakin into the spikes. Quick leg it around the corner. And imagine it later on with spinning, rotating blade traps, and maybe like right in the middle here, a turret, or even maybe back a bit, just here, like a mounted turret there. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm starting to feel it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Looks good, doesn't it? I mean, what we could do, if we wanted to get really fancy later on another build, we could actually have these corridors as 1/4 concrete blocks. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1/4 concrete blocks, couldn't we? And have loot passageways. So we could actually have a dedicated looter. There's nothing to stop us doing that, you know. Just have this countersunk, an additional 3 blocks. 1/8 blocks running the length along here. And in the middle there, so in the middle section where we stand as a defensive team, have a hatch that just drops down into Just a big tunnel system. And we can actually have active looting as well. Not that I've ever worried about active looting, but if we want to, you know, like keep refining the build, there's plenty of options, aren't there? I like it, mate. I like it. Actually, I don't think I put the last layer of barbed wire on the western tunnel. No, I did. Yeah, I mean, they might be crimes. I mean, if they're tracking to the doors, it means we don't have to worry about the doors here, do we? I think it would be good to, you know, try and sort of cheat in a little cheeky horde using the forges, you know, in these quadrant areas, and just see how it goes. Or next time we get a Daphne, what about just trying to pull them all over here and see what happens? What do you reckon, Crimes? Do you think it's going to work, or? I do like the idea of having a browning on the lip. Just going to see how that would work. So right here, we'll mount the browning here, stand on it. Awesome. That's terrible, Z-Star. That's terrible. What have you done to your poor mom, mate? Oh, I've seen the Direwolves Serenity. After you mentioned them, I went back and watched the Alpha 16 preview video, the one that I was missing. It looks amazing, mate. I'm super excited for them. In fact, I'm excited for quite a lot of things with Alpha 16, but yeah, looks good. They've done a good job on it, haven't they? Once the question I have, guys, once we're here, how the hell do we get back out? What about we use the west to eastern run as the doors and use the north to southern run as the ladder system? Because we could put a ladder here and we'd still be able to get up, wouldn't we? What do you think, James? Oh, what's James doing? Hey, oh, he's got a plan, I think. Oh, is he gonna make like a shooting range? We could do that, James, and we could slow them down. The problem is we're not making it too easy for ourselves. Maybe we should have an easy one first. Yeah, well, I think we'll have a natter in Discord about that, James. I mean, to be honest, I really like the idea of almost like a pillbox. So like you were just doing there. If we did that all the way across, and we could sort of crouch in here, look, and the zombies actually can't get through to us. I mean, yes, okay, spider zombies can, but that, you know, I kind of like the fact that spider zombies can get in. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to take a little bit of the element of danger out of it, but we could certainly try it. I mean, essentially, what we're creating here is like a four-way pillbox bunker, aren't we? Oh, we haven't, Crimes. You wait until you see a bloody boss zombie wade through these. Don't forget, spikes are easy mode for vanilla. You want to see a boss zombie walk through these. Don't forget, these don't even slow down boss zombies. It's capped at a 20% speed reduction on boss zombies. That's all it does. 20% speed reduction. It will literally walk straight through these. Those spikes won't wipe out a vanilla horde. No chance, mate. No, not on Starvation, dude. I mean, how many spikes? In one alley, we've got 3 spikes, dude. I think you're slightly exaggerating there, mate. One path is 3 spikes. Once that path's open, every single zombie will pass through it. This isn't like some massive spike perimeter with hundreds of spikes. There are 3 spikes that we need to worry about. Once those 3 are down, that's it. Game over, dude. We essentially have no defenses.
Hello?
I mean, for those of you that like really, really, you know, want to play it, Miss C Stars Mom. Hello, Miss C Stars Mom. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the follow. It's an absolute honour to have you here. It truly is. It's becoming like a family, a real family now. Thank you very much for the follow. Pro account maker as well. I mean, yeah, so some of you could, you know, that like your pillar 50s, you could actually just put a load of pillar 50s in here. That would be an alternate and forget the spikes. I mean, you'd be able to loot through them. Or, well, to a point. You'd probably want to extend this out 2 more. So that all the zombies end up you know, say up a ramp there. Across a 2-level flat field before they hit the pillar 50s, you could loot through them. I mean, I don't like doing that. I think it makes it a bit too easy, but... So we can't really finish anything off until we get the ladders, because if we don't put the ladders in, we're going to struggle to get in and out, aren't we? What I might do is actually have... I might knock an underground room in here, which will house all the repair items. So, almost like... In fact, what we could do, you know, sod that. We don't even need to do that. We'll do the old hatch trick. We'll just simply countersink 1 storage box. But it doesn't need to be a room, does it? We'll countersink a storage box in and put a vault hatch over it. And that can be where we keep spare concrete, barbed wire, etc. Hello? There's so much you could do with this now, to be fair. We could even mount turrets in the wall using that Chamford suggestion that I had. So imagine this as a ramp, empty ramp, with the turret in the middle. You'd actually have a turret... let me give you an idea. Thank you very much for the follow there, Patch Truska. Thank you very much, mate. Imagine that's what we're looking at, those 3 blocks. So we'd have this as a ramp. This is an empty. This is a ramp with a turret in there. It's essentially got probably, what would you say? I mean, about 140 degree cover. I mean, you remember like those old tanks in like the Second World War? That had like the big machine guns on like the big pivots on the sides of the tanks, or almost looking like that. I mean, that would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, we can do some mad stuff with this. I'm really getting quite excited now. We just need to put it to the test and see how easy it is. You know, if it's too difficult because it's Starvation, we can add some extra defenses, etc. Thank you very much, Miss C Stars Mom. Thank you very much. I feel quite honoured, mate. I feel very honoured, to be honest. Thank you. Nice to see you. There. What do you think, James? You got any? Should we keep it vanilla for the first horde? We just need to get a fair bit of ammo, don't we? We don't want to put ourselves at a massive disadvantage by just having arrows. Oh, I didn't bring the rebar. God damn it, dude. Really? We won't have this problem in a minute because we'll have a box here, won't we? But yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. Z-Star said hello to her mum. You're sitting in the same room, aren't you? The girlfriend does that to me. Seriously. She sends me a WhatsApp. I'm literally sitting next to her on the sofa. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, woman? Is there also turrets in Alpha 16? Yes, they've been confirmed as in. From what I read. And unless something catastrophic happens. But yeah, spinning blade traps and the auto-targeting turrets should both make the final release. How you doing? Oh, it's all right, mate. We've made good progress, dude. Yeah, all of us chipping in today. I feel like we've actually sort of got there. We've got another horde in 3 days. So I think we do that horde and get it out of the way like we have been. Get the rest of this done. James is banging out the old concrete nicely. Got another... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And then if everybody spends the... you know, even if all we do is establish the mines, you know, even if we don't get a huge amount of actual, I suppose, ammunition made, if we can get the nitrate and the coal mines established, we should be okay, shouldn't we? And if we can get a Browning knocked up... I'm going to be honest, the Brownings might ruin it. The Brownings might be a bit OP. But they would be really, really nice to have to take down the boss zombies. Like when we did the pyramid build. Because they are really not good. They're very problematic, those boss zombies. Especially if we get a glitched one. That decides that he's got an infinite amount of health. I mean, I've not seen one like that for a while, but we've definitely seen a few that take a couple too many headshots for my liking. Yeah, the flame trap's out. Yeah, that's confirmed out for Alpha 16. Now, it might come in a later version of Alpha 16, but it definitely won't be there for the original experimental release. That's right, isn't it? How much do I love you? A lot, Arican. A lot. But not as much as Miss C-Star's mom, I'm afraid, mate. Know your place, Arican. Maybe once you become Sharican, I'll consider re-evaluating that, but... Hello. Hello, Miss C-Star's stepdad. Is there anybody else in the family coming around tonight? Sky's doing a thing. I like it when Sky starts doing things. Sky's things are the best things. I'm telling you. Best things ever. I'm just going to pop a few more of these paracetamol into the first aid box, guys, because we were getting a little bit low. I reckon if we don't sort of carry too much of that around. And in there, I'm going to put that. Until we get the vault doors made, okay. Use the flame traps in Valmod. Did Valmod ever actually integrate, like, how can I put this? Like an animated flame trap? Or you know, back in the original iteration of those, it was just a boring block, but you saw the zombies burst into flames. Whereas Starvation has these, which are bloody... Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, guys. We've got to do this. We have to do this. Flame traps at the front... We have to do it. We have to do this. Fire traps. 7 fire traps across the front entrance of each entrance. Just to light them up as soon as they come in. Oh, wow. And we've actually got a place to keep the gas generators in the quadrants. The quadrants are empty, aren't they? We roof the quadrants, but not the primary kill tunnels. And we add the fire trap piping inside those, which we can access via the doors. So we don't use the doors as melee arenas, unless we can think of another way of doing the fire trap gasoline, because they're pretty big. These gas gens are massive. Look, let me show you one. These things, look. See, one of those would actually fuel 7 fire traps easily. I mean, one of these would actually fuel them all, but it would involve covering too much distance with the traps. Or the pipes, sorry. What's up, Arican? What's up, bro? This one. Oh, dude, you're a god, mate.
Stream has been up for
Cheers,
3
bro.
hours, 41 minutes, 55 seconds.
Thanks very much, Arican. That is awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Wow, I really feel like we've made some progress today, actually. We've got a nice perimeter up on the basic base. We just need a couple of garage doors, don't we? They are getting in. I'll try and get the brick blocks added as a recipe, so we can actually manufacture these and actually clean this place up a little bit. Your boyfriend's funny because yeah, because he's on Discord, isn't he, Miss C-Star? Yeah. It's just a block with the grill on top. Yeah, I thought so, Wensex. But you know, I mean, you know, Valmod doesn't go quite to that level of 3D asset generation, does it? But I disagree, Serenity. You know, one of my most favourite mods, and one of the ones that I hardly ever got to show you all because I was working so hard at tweaking the mod myself, and then Alpha 15 released, so we never carried on with it, was the turrets, the original Iron Man build in Alpha 14, at the very end of Alpha 14. They are amazing, Serenity. They are so much fun. They're really expensive on ammo.
Part of the plan.
Just think of it as a ludicrously expensive way to shoot zombies. You know, they're quite reasonably balanced if they do it right. I mean, I tweaked HAL 9000's turret mod a lot on the scripts, and even created a completely new set of ammo. So like large ammo crates made with some quite cheap bullets. They did very little damage. But that was beautiful though, because what it meant was you got the rat-a-tat-tat of the turret. And it might consume 500 rounds and maybe only kill like 30, 40 zombies. But it just felt good. And then you heard it sort of whir down as it ran out of ammo like a Gatling gun. Evilja. Evilju. Yeah. Stuff. Cool stuff. The Grumbul emote is literally live yesterday. It literally went live yesterday. So sorry, Erica, what was that, dude? What's up, mate? Sorry, man. Nail gun, bro. Nail gun. Oh, Mad Murdy, thank you so much for the bits, man. Thank you so much for the bits. Oh, that's wicked. Guys, I'm going to be honest. On that high note, where I feel we've made some progress, I am seriously so exhausted. I am really tired. I'm going to go and get some shut-eye. Well, in about 2 hours. 7 Trent is clearly not coming. So I'm going to ring the girlfriend. Tell her to get her ass back here. I'm going to go get something to eat. And a very big mug of coffee. Thank you all so much for joining me for an evening stream. You know I love doing the evening streams. We're hoping to do one tomorrow as well with Alien Isolation. I'm just gonna say this, right? If it's a blindingly beautiful day tomorrow, yeah, and I'm sort of almost hoping it isn't, I am not going to play Alien Isolation on the evening. I'm gonna have to rethink it. I really struggled with Outlast 2 week before last. At 6 o'clock, this room, no matter how much I try and black everything out, it completely ruins the immersion for me. There's still too much screen glare. So we'll have a think about it during the daytime tomorrow. If I have to reschedule Alien Isolation, I'm doing it for all the right reasons, not just, you know, we can still do an evening stream. We can play 7 Days to Die, for example. I've just got to see what the weather's like tomorrow and try and come up with another system for blacking stuff out in this room. It's just that time of year where the sun's coming through at an angle that just completely knackers me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the subs, resubs, bits, donations. A huge hello to everybody in Z-Stars family. Lovely to meet you all tonight. Please delete that ringtone. You don't want that going off in public, trust me. We'll be back tomorrow. I aim to be on reasonably early. I'm going to go and do some work this evening. Despite the lack of sleep, so God knows what a mess I'll make of that. And we'll try and get on no later than 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So for those of you on the server, I should be on at a reasonably A-OK hour. We'll stream through till 3 o'clock no matter what on 7 Days to Die. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and thank you all so much for the support. If you can, go and drop us a vote onto the stream polls. Let me just put that in chat now very quickly for you. I'm not sort of pushing this agenda too much, but no, that's not right, is it? Right now, I think, isn't it? Is that it? Yeah, that link there. Look, if you can drop a vote in on the official forums for us, let's show those YouTubers we're still here, even though we slip into the bottom of the pack. But hey ho, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching.